And we're live. Welcome to the Geekz. This is Lil.
This is Steve, keeping it green.
And this is Sean trying to get my mic working. And I don't know what the hell is wrong with my microphone. Ah, sucks.
We can hear you just fine.
We can still hear you. So
Really? Oh, I feel like I sound better with the microphone, though. Whatever. What's going on, y'all? What's popping?
Good. I just woke up. This is the first time ever before the show I actually took a nap.
What time did you go to? What time did you lay your little pretty little head down?
Oof. About 8:30. And then the wife woke me up at 10:30, and then I jumped up, and she even made me a pot of coffee too. So nice.
Yeah, I took about a 2-hour nap earlier. I got up at like
just took a nap too, and I almost thought I was fucking late. Yo, I woke up. I woke up like somebody scared the fuck out of me. I woke up. I was like,
you know what? I swear to God, because Janae did the same thing. She's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "You jumped up." All I said was like, "I just touched your arm and just said, Lil, very quietly, like, Lil, it's time to record." And I jumped up like literally somebody was trying to murder me. Like, what's going on?
Well, I didn't do all that, but I did have like the grab my phone. Holy shit! It's 7:10. I gotta get
going. Oh man, what's up, Al? Al said naps are very. You know what, Al? I'm not a nap guy. I've never been a guy to take naps.
Although you're a guy. Listen, you know what, man? I gotta express myself on you today. You're a guy who doesn't do a lot of things, but does a lot of things. You don't eat fucking Thanksgiving food.
I don't.
There's other things you don't do that I don't want to air on the podcast. I will talk about later at a later time without all this.
Am I gonna be like in front of the court here, in front of Sean's court?
Yeah. You take selfies, which bothers me. As a man, I don't want to see a man sending me selfies. I'm sorry. I'm not a man who does selfies. But that's maybe just me and how
I mean, you don't like to take pictures in general. Like
I don't, but I also don't like taking selfies either.
One of the reasons why it took us so long to actually start doing YouTube and stuff was because of you.
It was because of me. I don't like my government out there in the world. I don't like it now, but luckily I'm doing this because this works. And you know what I mean? I enjoy this.
What's up, James?
But also being a dude from, I guess, the 80s and the 90s.
I'm that same dude. You know what? I don't take... Okay, I take selfies when I'm in front of stuff, doing stuff. So today, I took a selfie.
You sent us a shirtless selfie where you were at the pool.
Okay, yeah, because I was in my pool.
You send us selfies, dog. Like, yo, you have never seen me send you a selfie. Steve, I don't even know if you ever sent me a selfie.
You know what, though? How often did I send selfies before I lost the weight compared to since I lost the weight?
No, you sent me fucking selfies before. You sent me shit when you was in toy shows.
Toy shows.
You got a crazy Marvel mask. Yo, you are a selfie dude. Stop being a selfie dude, man.
I guess I am. I don't
need
know.
You to turn this off.
I think I look pretty, so I don't mind it.
No, this is grown man BS. Stop fucking taking selfies, dog. I'm tired of this shit.
All right. I won't send you any more selfies. I'll send.
I appreciate
shots
that,
below
man.
the belt.
It's weird, man, when I get a man who sent me a selfie, man. I feel weird. I feel like I'm violated. Like, why did you send me a selfie of yourself? Like, you feel that way, Steve? Do you feel that way?
It doesn't bother me.
It don't bother you? It bothers me, man.
I mean,
Alil just misses us, and he wants us to see his face. Makes us feel better.
It's true. I mean, what's up, Ryan? See, thank you. Thank you, Carlos. I'm a handsome man. I appreciate that. I wish the hell.
Carlos, are you a selfie dude? Is there a lot of selfie dudes out there? I need to know this tonight.
You know what? I know there's a lot of people that listen to our show that post selfies of themselves.
I need y'all to stop it. I need y'all to stop it. Stop it.
We gonna be taking away more geek cards because now people want to post selfies.
I don't know. Again, it's how I guess. I don't know.
Al's like, nope, not me. Al doesn't even have his own picture in his.
He don't. It's weird to me, man. It just bothers me.
All right, Sean. I will stop.
You can just send them to me. It's fine.
There you go, Steve. I mean, today's selfie was me in front of the Guardians ride. So I mean, it was a different moment. But I will stop sending you selfies of random things. All right, there you go. How about that? Big Bird said he never takes selfies.
No,
Carlos, I'm not a selfie guy.
The
James, I'm not a big
consensus out
selfie dude. Just to my girl. I mean, James, that's why I send the selfies to Sean Steve. You know what I'm saying?
You see where I'm at, Steve. You understand where I'm at? And understand the consensus is there. Dudes don't take selfies, man. It's just I love you, although I do. You know I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
It's just a random thing to be like, cut it out.
Of all the things that I do, that is Sean's biggest pet peeve.
It's my
That's the fucking hill Sean's gonna die on right there. That's the selfie one. Nope.
It's not just you though, man. It's just there's men on fucking Instagram. It's just like, dude, what? Like, what do you? What? Stop
there's a lot of things that I mean, especially like now living in Florida, seeing things like I'm never gonna be a sandal guy, and I just don't do that. Like when I see dudes in like flip flops, like to me that's just like a no. Like I can't do that.
Why? It's a beach climate. That's why.
I just don't.
I don't wear sandals either.
Huh? Sean, you're not a sandal dude?
No.
Yeah, same here, man. Like I cover them feet. I go to the beach, I'm wearing gym shoes like that.
I don't put them.
If I go in the water, I'll take them off. But when I'm out,
I will wear water shoes in the water.
I'm with you. In the ocean,
even in a fucking pool, I will wear water shoes.
I don't think I've ever owned a pair of water shoes.
I won't go water shoes in the
pool. I had some tough Nike Jones, man.
Carlos, you will never ever see me wearing Crocs.
This is my thing. This Crocs.
Carlos, you will never see me wearing Crocs. I can't.
Crocs is a
my wife loves them. My kids love them. I refuse. I joke with my wife. Like, I'll mess with her. I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should get a pair of Crocs. She gets excited because she loves them. Not me. No, Crocs will never wear a pair of Crocs.
Marvel Crocs
or a millennial.
You know what? I would buy them to wear them like if I need to like clean out the garage. If I had a pair of Marvel Crocs, but that would be it. I will not wear Crocs. I will not go out. What if
you wore it and it was like life changing? Like you were like, oh my god. This is what I've been missing.
There's nothing life-changing about a man wearing Crocs. I'm sorry. It's not.
I don't like my feet exposed in public. I do not either. I do not like my feet. James flip-flops are out. It's not even about masculine. I just think it's gross. I just think
some people
not masculine. Stop it.
I don't
about masculinity. I don't even care about that. I think it's just gross. I just think
I don't understand why some people that are like obsessed with
put on a pair of Crocs if I'm running to the store real quick. I can't even do that, man. I have to put my socks on and my gym shoes. We go to our water rides at Universal. I will wear a pair of my older gym shoes. I don't care if I get wet. I am not wearing sandals. I'm not wearing, sports sandals. I have tried just because of the water park thing. Jenny wanted me to try them one time. She bought me like these weird sports sandals, like Tebow or some shit. No, nope. It's like $80.
I don't want to see a man's feet. I'm gonna keep it 100.
I was gonna say, like, everybody out there, look at your feet. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. You just keep interrupting me. I'm just wondering.
Well, because we're talking, we're angry about.
I'm trying to make a point. I've been trying.
So you guys wear socks with flip flops? I don't wear flip flops, Ryan. I don't wear them at all. That's not even an option. Flip flops. No.
Not for flip flops. It's just.
Yeah, and take a look at your feet. All right, everybody, just look at them. Are they gross? Cover them up.
Socks with flip flops. I mean, like flip flops. To me, flip flops are the ones that go between the toe. Like those, to me, I can't even do. I can't even do the slides. Like slides with socks. Like I have a pair of slides that like I'll wear like if I'm at the pool, like in and out, But that's it. Like the slides, because it's like I don't. But when I see people like walking around, I saw some kid playing basketball with slides and socks, and I'm just like,
Well, he wasn't that good.
That's crazy. Why are you playing basketball at the court with slides and socks? Like, what are you doing? Oh no! Now we're getting into a conversation here. Carlos wants to know: Do we get a pedicure? I do not, Carlos. I'm not a. I don't like my feet. I don't like feet. I don't want anybody to touch my feet. I'm not doing that.
Nope, never had one.
My face.
You know what? My father-in-law gets them. He swears by them. I'm like, you know what? Good for you, dude. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Some men keep.
I know a lot of pro athletes do. They talk about it too because they take care of their feet. I'm like, that's good. I'm not. I don't want anybody to touch my feet. Like I even like when I would once in a blue moon if I like definitely need like a massage.
I only like people.
I never tell them to go to my feet. Like you just don't touch my feet.
Nope.
Not foot feet. I just can't do that.
All right. So
now feet talk. Yeah, we're talking about naps. We're talking about the flip flops and Crocs
selfies.
And selfies. Like what is tonight's show? Like have we lost? We lost control about everything.
We missed it. We rebranded, and we didn't go to Geezers. It was right there.
I was gonna say that's exactly.
That's a couple.
You know why we didn't go Geezer, Steve? Because you haven't hit 40 yet. Like once you get to that
we hit that 40 playing on you, then we can go Geezers.
Yeah, I think the majority of the group has to cross the 45 mark before we start talking.
Well, it's not the years, it's the mileage. Woof, I'm old.
Well, we are all mentally a lot older. Ryan says his wife takes him to get some pedicures, and it's not that bad. Well, hey, Ryan. I mean, hey, you know what? Maybe one day. I mean, now that I'm living that Florida life, I mean, maybe, but I still won't be wearing sandals.
Yeah,
I'll still be putting my socks on right afterwards. You know what I mean? And put my Nikes on. That's it. That's the other thing too, man. I don't understand how anybody wears any other brand of shoe. I know Steve, you don't wear Nikes, but like I just don't. Like to me, like I look at any other brand of shoe. I've tried so many shoes on. It's like it makes no sense to me why.
I'm gonna keep it. But you know, my sneaker game is a little different. I have a couple pair of Vans. I do.
I can't even wear them, man. I tried because I want to get them Marvel Vans.
I like them. Will I wear them?
It's not comfortable. Not comfortable walking in. None of that stuff is.
I have a pair of Reeboks and I think a pair of Adidas.
The only pair of Reeboks I would get would be Reebok pumps. That's it. That's all I want.
Yeah,
I have some aqua and black Reebok pumps.
I got a pair of aqua Reebok pumps.
That's the only ones I want.
Yeah,
James is an Adidas man. You know,
that's
at one point in my life,
I have right now.
Really, you Adidas, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Get off this shit.
But not.
But see, that's the problem though. Is 90% of my life I'm in fucking steel toe work boots. So I know. You know, my fucking.
I'm wearing dress shoes. I know.
But also, there's different layers of sneakers and how people wear their sneakers. So, me, I am a sneaker collector, so I have a different.
Well, right. I mean, when you're collecting,
mindset on sneakers and how I wear my stuff. Steve doesn't have that mentality of, I'm collecting sneakers. I'm just getting a pair of sneakers because it's comfortable on his feet. And that's how his mentality is, which I understand that. From my
it has a lot to do with price too. It's like, wow, these are nice.
I'm telling you, I'm with you too, Carlos. Nike run and dress shoes. Not even $80, man. I bought my Nike running shoes for like $35.
Again, there's layers for y'all. Again.
No, I know, but like these are like everyday walking shoes, you know, shoes I'm gonna get up and go out. Like I'm not styling and matching outfits.
Yeah, I am.
Streetwear Sean wise, you know, that's not what I'm doing. I get it. That's not me. But you know, if that was me, you know, like the times I'm putting on the two pairs of Jordans I have, and that's what I'm going with. You know,
right.
When I'm trying to style and profile.
Right.
But when do I do that? Never.
A little styling profile.
Although now you got me thinking about some Reebok pumps.
That's it, because they match everything. I just get black shoes, black and white. That's it.
Now, are you a comfortable sneaker wearer, Steve? Like you gotta have something that's comfortable on your foot.
Yeah, like the Adidas I have are like skate shoes.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
See,
and then
those have like,
like,
supports me. Like
when I
that's why
first-
wear the running shoes.
the first time I went out to Chicago, I had some Pumas. You know, but it's like they're easy. They're flat foot shoes. I like those.
You did, and I remember Sean looking at you, be like, "What are those?"
They're comfortable.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't listen. I know Steve's game. Steve. What I see on Steve, that's fine. What Steve sees on me, he expects that. He's like,
Carlos,
well, you brought a different pair of shoes for every day that we were there. I had one pair of shoes.
That was a funny thing. And Sean did match every day a different pair of Jordans. I think and Steve's like the pair of shoes I wore coming off the plane is what I have. That's all.
It goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. I don't even untie my shoes. Sean, they just come off and go back on. Sean has a matching pair for every day.
Carlos was the last time we owned a pair of K-Swiss. You know when the last time I owned a pair of K-Swiss was? My parents bought them for me when Derek Coleman was a second-year player, and he got the Derek Coleman K-Swiss back in, 94, 93?
I remember that.
Derek Coleman, that's it. That was it.
Never had K-Swiss.
Last time I owned a pair of Converse were the Larry Johnson Converse. I love those. You know what? If I saw a pair of those now, I would buy them. The black with the teal Charlotte Hornets, Larry Johnson Converse.
I have a pair of Converse right now. They're Aquaman. They're Chuck Taylor like Aquaman.
Yeah, I remember you showed us those.
Yeah. I'm not a Converse All-Star guy. Like Mia is. Mia loves her Converse. Like it's cool. Whatever.
I got a pair of Run DMC shell tops with the little gold dookie chain on the front.
Are those Adidas?
Yeah. Those Adidas. I don't wear those. They so uncomfortable though. Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Like those are. Yeah.
I can't wear a shell top.
Alex New Balance. See, Alex New Balance. So now you get to the
I like the New Balance though, because the New Balance is very stylish. I will show you a pair that looks pretty dope that I actually have right now.
Oh man, now we're going.
Holy shit!
Sean bought some New Balance.
We have New Balance now. We're definitely getting old.
I was gonna say, man, that's.
But these is pretty tough though. These is the New Balance 550s.
Yeah, Air Force Ones.
I fuck with these though. I kind of fuck with these. These had a nice little style to it. I kind of liked them. I was digging the style. It looked like actually like Louis Vuitton, actually, to be honest. And I kind of rolled with it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna ride with this. And I rock them pretty well. I mean, you know, nice little jean, you know what I mean, and nice little Japanese denim jean, you know, and good to go.
What's up, Kennedy? Converse are the worst shoes to hoop in. I agree, and the only reason I ever bought, like I said, the only pair of Converse I ever bought was Larry Johnson Grandma Mods.
Yeah, those New Balance.
Chuck Taylors are horrible to me. I don't understand how dudes in the early '80s played in Chuck Taylor. Like I don't understand how they played in those Converse shoes. So.
Oh yeah, I like the Adidas shell tops too. Those are.
I did see a pic of those Kobe and GGs. Do I want them? Yes, I want them. Will I get them? I don't know. You know, it's just it's there. You know what I mean? But again, I'm a different sneaker dude though, so it's
All right.
So we talked about sneakers. We talked about sneakers. We talked about feet. We talked about selfies. We talked about
getting a manicure or a pedicure. We talked about all of that. What did you guys watch? Did you guys watch anything this week?
I watched.
Did you watch Ozark? Because you were asking.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Ozark. Very
Steve,
good.
did you get to watch Ozark?
Not yet. I took a nap today. You know, so
no Ozark. So we'll talk about it next week, right, Steve?
Yes.
Did you watch We Own the City?
The first episode. Well, it's the only one out.
Yeah.
Very good. I think I might want to wait until it's.
Yo.
I just kind of want to.
I know.
I just want to like.
I need something to watch every Sunday, so I gotta watch something every Sunday.
I think I want to wait until it's like the week that the last episode comes out, and
the last episode was fucking good. Though.
It was really good.
Really
John Bernthal is just
amazing.
He's such
amazing.
He's such an asshole.
Oh my god, he's a dick. The worst. But you know what's crazy though, and in my brain, you know, it's fucked up to say. And again, I feel like sometimes we, I don't want to get up political and shit, but cops is needed. Bad cops aren't needed. But sometimes the bad guys need bad cops. Like, this really weird to fucking say, but it's a fucked up thing, man. It's like kind of like you got bad guys out there. Maybe sometimes you need bad cops to fucking take out some of the bad guys, I guess. And then you need the bad guys to take out the fucking good cops. Like, we live in such a weird fucking world, man, that watching the show, it's like you just watch it from every single level. And you just watching one person do this to this person, and then this person does this to this person, and then like this erupts into this, and it's just so nobody's policing anybody, man. It's like an all-out fucking war, and it's really sad, and it's so fucked up, man. It's just like I don't really know who's right, who's wrong sometimes. It's like, it's wrong to fucking just fuck with random people. You know what I mean? But then there's some moments where it's fucking right. You may have avoided something by catching this one. And it's like, it's so many fucking different pieces of this shit, man. And it's weird, man. We live in a really weird world, man. Do we need police? Yeah. Do we need bad cops? No. But it's just a toss-up. Steve, how you feel about that? Like,
It's everything's gray.
Yeah, man.
Right? Everything's fucking gray. There's points to be made about every little part of it. And it's like, well, my whole thing is I'm not a cop, so I don't have to deal with what they deal with. So it's hard for me to, have an opinion about something I'm not really familiar with. But no,
I know both sides. And that's like, I can just say it that way. I know both sides. And I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird.
But as somebody that has worked in and around, like, sheriff's offices and county jails and stuff with my line of work, it's like a lot of times it's just like a fucking frat house. You know what I mean? It's like, what is everybody doing? They're all just kind of standing around, flirting and giggling.
Right.
It's like,
but I mean, what we do on the show too.
Yeah, but they're held at a higher level.
They're on the clock.
Yeah, and they're here to save people. Like, we ain't saving nobody, but it's just different, man. It's a weird line, man, and I don't really know. It's very sometimes. Again, I'm not on that side, but it's very confusing in a lot of ways of what to do and what not to do. Some people go above the law, which is fucked up. It shouldn't be done. But then sometimes there's people who need to go above the law to get the job done. So, I don't know.
Well, anyway, back to the show.
We run the city, but fucking hero already. Phenomenal for me.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. Again, I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Maybe I'll just be like, fuck it, gotta watch episode 2.
When I send you a text and be like, Steve, did you watch We Run the City? We Own the City? You're like,
I'm gonna be a weekly watcher. Damn it.
You know what's gonna happen. We need our Game of Thrones type of
I know, but this is only 6 episodes, man, and it's over. It's done. It's not a season 2.
Is it a limited? It's a limited series.
Yeah.
It's telling one story.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So, all right. Anything else?
What else? Outer Range, Steve. Where you at on that?
I'm caught up. There's no more episodes.
I haven't watched the latest episode though.
I think wasn't it just 4 that were out?
No, I think one came out Friday, didn't it?
Oh, then I'm behind. I haven't watched the latest one.
Yeah.
So, I how many episodes did you watch when you were out?
I was like 2 or 3 in, maybe.
Really? And then
I was like, where are we going with this? Now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna keep it going. Like, I'm not poo-pooing it. Now, I did poo-poo that fucking Halo show. I kind of just dropped off of that shit.
Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Steve, not Steve, Lil, how you feel? Are you watching Atlanta, or are you kind of waiting on Atlanta?
Well, I mean, I've been To be honest, this week I haven't done anything. It was the NFL draft. I had late nights at work, and that's it. And then gaming with you guys last night. Like, if it wasn't for like staying up late to game with you guys, I probably wouldn't have done anything this week outside of getting up early. And
Shout out to Split Second.
yeah, the game was fun last night. Mike, let's see, Al says Mike Epps has a new stand-up special on Netflix, which was pretty funny.
I've never been a Mike Epps stand-up comedian guy.
And I forgot there was a Halo show.
I think the world forgot there was a Halo show. That's how terrible it is. I like Mike Epps, but I don't like his comedy. I've seen him live, and I just didn't laugh not one time. It was just terrible. But I might check it out just to check it out. But who knows?
Damn, you saw him live and just didn't laugh once.
Yo, and he was not funny.
He just looked stone cold at him, staring at him.
Mike Epps is a good comedic actor, but like stand-up wise, I just wasn't feeling it. And maybe that's just the one time I seen him, but I was just like, eh.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's when they're telling a story within the show.
Yeah, it just his comedy.
Who is hilarious as a stand-up? Who I saw live because my mom she's like a bucket list of things. And one of her things she always wanted to go like to a comedy club thing. And back home that we had one, and I was trying to figure out like who like every week it'd be somebody there, and I'm like, I don't know, like if this so like Louis Anderson showed up one year, it was like 5-6 years ago, and he was surprisingly hilarious. Like he had like great stories about back in the days, just like great observation. I mean, I saw George Carlin once. That guy is king. George Carlin was insane.
I don't think there's one, and I'm not trying to be racist, but I've never seen one white comedian that I'm like, oh, I gotta go see. Maybe Jerry Seinfeld.
I'm gonna say you're wearing a shirt.
The only comedian that I would love to go see in concert, but that's probably about it. Like, there's no other white comedian. I'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen Kevin Hart, I've seen Chris Rock. I think Chris Rock is great. And
so I'm telling you, if you saw George Carlin, like one of his,
I think George Carlin, but for me was younger. Like I was younger when I seen George Carlin. I didn't really come to appreciate George Carlin until maybe later on in comedy. Like I didn't really know, like what I mean, like Dangerfield, like what I mean, like I knew him just as a a movie actor, but a comedy actor. I wasn't really up on his comedy until again later on. Bill Cosby too. Like I didn't care about his comedy, but I
never thought Bill was funny either.
I heard he was a phenomenal comedian, but for me, like black comedians was always that thing. Like, there weren't really white comedians that I was like, oh shit, like this is a great comedian. The greatest, maybe there's one that just stands out for me.
I bet you I know who you're talking about.
Robin Williams.
Oh, I was gonna say Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, I'm sure Sean's loving them. You might be a redneck joke. So.
Yeah. Why can't you relate to that, Sean?
Sorry.
Well, I think that's it.
And it is.
Steve, you just brought up.
I know, that's it. That's exactly the point.
It's related.
I think that's why I like George Carlin, because I don't think it mattered. I mean, he was just talking about just like the world in general, like everything about it. Like it was very no holds bar. You know what I mean? But like you're right, like Eddie Murphy and stuff. Like
it related to me. It related to me.
You go back to the comedy specials,
Thomas Burgers. I gotta, I mean, like that shit related because you knew. But again, it's black comedy, so it's different. Like that relates to my life. I didn't really get a lot of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like even Seinfeld, I really didn't get till later on. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, all right, I guess. Now I would love to see him stand up just to kind of see it, to live it. But
it's why I even like watching comedians in cars getting coffee, like that series. And I like watching.
Oh, it's great. It was great.
You know,
This is great.
Carlos agrees with you about Mike Epps. Al wants to know what about Bill
Bill
Burr.
Burr.
Bill Burr's funny. I like Bill Burr, man. I actually really do like Bill Burr. I watched his stand up. He was
Anthony
good.
Jeselnik is hilarious.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I watched him.
Is that the Italian guy?
No,
no?
Who's Anthony Justin? Like, why am I drawing a blank?
he's like skinny, blonde,
Yeah.
model-looking guy. He was part of those roasts on Comedy Central for a while.
Mm-hmm. No, I like Bill Burr. I like Bill Burr. I don't like. I have such an issue with Tiffany Haddish. I don't like her at all. Haddish. I don't like her. I just don't.
I think there's differences though, right? Like in both, like being a comedic actor versus being a stand-up. You know, like there's different ways. It's like you were talking about, like with Bill Cosby. You know, like Bill Cosby when he did, you know, the Cosby Show, things like that, like him telling those stories and doing that is different than his stand-up. When I saw his stand-up specials, I never thought any of that was funny. You know, and make those voices. Like, I didn't care about that, but like him, you know, Ghost Dad or wherever the hell he was. I can't remember the title of the movies, but it's like, yeah, those are great. But I never thought they were like next level. Like Chappelle was okay in movies. Like
Chappelle is one of the best comedians.
You know, but stand up is phenomenal, right? Like he goes up there, he tells his skits are phenomenal. But like when he does like the movies, like it was okay. I mean, Half Baked was a great movie, but
he's not. He really isn't. But again, the Chappelle Show was great.
He's not that.
Chappelle Show was great though.
Well, that's what I said. His skits were great. You know, it's
great. Like Chappelle's one of the greatest comedians of all time.
Dave Chappelle was a great actor when he was in. Remember, he was Pinball in Con Air. Come on.
I mean,
so who are your top 5 comedians of all time?
Like stand up or actor?
Stand up.
Stand up. I'm going with Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Martin Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm. Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah. I mean, right there. I think that's like my Mount Rushmore right there. Like, because I think I've seen them.
It's crazy.
And their stand-up specials are things that I've watched on loop. You know, I think pretty much, I mean, except for like the new stuff that Chappelle's done. The only reason that I have that is just because it's on Netflix. You know, so I'm not buying DVDs.
That's 4, and they're all black.
And right. And then I'm not joking. I'd probably go with George Carlin.
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna go with Cheer 4. I'm gonna
ridiculous.
go with Cheer 4, and I'm gonna add, which is tough, but I'm gonna add Bernie Mac. I'm gonna put Bernie Mac on that list.
Oh, I forgot about Bernie.
Fucking
Bernie.
Fucking phenomenal, man. Bernie Mac was just like, damn. Like,
you're right. You know what, Sean? I'm moving Carlin. I love that because I saw him live and I was blown away live because I didn't know what to expect with Carlin, and I think I went back and listened to a lot of his stuff.
Yeah. But
Bernie unexpected because, like, you know, back in the 90s when you saw him, like he had that cameo on Friday and all that stuff, like you saw, but then you see the Kings of Comedy tour like that, and Bernie was the king in that tour. Like that, I think he was hilarious. He was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Eddie Griffin was good.
Eddie Griffin was good.
Chappelle's the GOAT. Yes. James, I have seen Bill Cosby himself again. I just didn't love it as much as I loved everybody else. There were funny pieces, but
Bill was great, man. Bill was great.
R.I.P.
Robin Harris was good. Robin Harris was good too. Yeah. Bernie Mac, man. Yeah. For me, Bernie Mac, man.
Fox.
You know who's good? Jamie Foxx is fucking great. Like stand up. Like if you give him a piano.
Why am I drawing a blank at the other dude who was in Living Color? Tommy Davidson.
Tommy Davidson was great back in the day.
Tommy Davidson was hilarious.
No, Sinbad was funny back in the day, man. Sinbad was good, man. Steve, so where you at?
I don't have a list.
Really?
I haven't watched comedy specials on a loop. Like, I think they're
George
all
Lopez.
funny in some way. I think there's
Lopez
only been a couple. there's only been a couple of comedians that I've had on and been like, ugh, and turn it off, like, you know, because it's just not funny or whatever. But I think a lot of them are funny. Like one of the funniest ones I watched recently was, I forget his name, but he has like a crooked arm or something, and like that's part of the joke. He's got like a cerebral palsy, I think, and he like works that into his act, and it's just hilarious. What is the name of that comedian? He's hilarious.
Kevin Hart is phenomenal.
Kevin Hart was great.
And that's the thing. We just got 5 and we didn't even put Kevin Hart in that.
Richard Pryor is great. Richard Pryor is great too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Richard Pryor is great. Like if I had
Josh Blue, that was his name. Josh.
If I had to replace somebody, it would be, you know, Richard Pryor, maybe Bernie Mac, but it's a tough one. Like I do love Bernie Mac. Pryor is good though, man. It's again, it's just a lot of outweighs, man.
You know who else was good? You know, I mean, he's been everywhere, but I think Steve Harvey has.
Steve Harvey was good.
Steve Harvey was good too.
Steve Harvey he's everywhere, but like
that's what I'm saying. Like he's just now like everywhere you turn, Steve Harvey it seems like he just shows up.
But Kevin's everywhere too, though. Kevin is everywhere. Keenan Ivory Wayans. Now Damon Wayans is better.
I saw Sean and Marlon at
Damon.
live.
I would say
Marlon was surprisingly like.
I
think he's funny.
Marlon Wayans is good. I've never watched.
I saw him at that same place I told you I took Louis Anderson with my mom. Like Marlon was there. I think Sean and Marlon were doing a thing. They both had their own sets.
Oh wow.
Marlon was killing it. Like I wasn't expecting. Like I knew he can go adult, but like he went extreme and like, but it wasn't not tasteful. It was really funny.
Mm-hmm. Who's great too.
I don't know if Tommy Davidson's part of Proud Family. I haven't seen that yet. I know that's on Disney
I think
Plus.
he is still, isn't he?
He might be. Josh Blue, that's what Joseph said here. Patrice O'Neal
was funny too.
Yeah. People slept on Patrice O'Neal, James said. Jimmy Norton.
Paul Mooney.
Ali Wong. Is that the dude? Is that the dude that was on the Daily Show?
Who? Paul Mooney?
No, Paul Mooney is
just phenomenal.
No, Ali Wong. Who's
Ali Wong? Ali Wong. Is that the girl?
Yeah, I don't know who. Who's the dude that was on? He has his own. He has a few Netflix.
He was on the space thing with Steve Carell.
Because he's pretty funny too.
Yeah. I don't know his name though. I forgot his name.
But you know what, Ryan? I did see Marlon on Bel Air, and he was very.
I didn't even finish.
He was acting. He played Will's dad.
Yeah.
So he had it was actually. You could actually YouTube that clip. It was actually pretty when they, like you remember in the old Fresh Prince episode when he had that back and forth with his dad, like it was that, but of course fitting in for the Bel Air series a little more adult, a little more drama. It was actually pretty surprising. Aziz is funny.
Aziz is great. Aziz is very, very funny. You know why Aziz is funny? Because Aziz talks about topics now, and he talks about things that he's been through and like different like people he's met, so it actually works really well. I was scared because I thought Aziz got me too, so I didn't think we was gonna see him ever again. But he kind of came back a little bit.
I didn't hear that. I must have missed that.
You had to pull it back a little bit.
He ain't doing what those other comedians were doing.
Well, Louis C.K.
Yeah,
but you know what? I don't know, but he won a fucking Grammy though, or didn't he win an Oscar or a Grammy or shit?
Ali Wong is the pregnant Asian lady with the special. Okay,
all right.
I haven't seen her. I have to check.
Yeah, I haven't really watched her either. I heard she.
Is the special on Netflix?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure though.
That's the one thing Netflix does well. I know we're going to talk about how shitty Netflix has become because they cancel everything, they don't do shit right, and they jack up the prices even more. I mean, they've become cable. They've almost become a cable channel in themselves.
Yeah, they're dropping shows and shit like for no reason. Come on, man, what are y'all doing over Pick up your mind. Good Lord. This is why everybody canceling their shit because y'all motherfuckers can't. If you would have dropped Stranger Things early, they wouldn't have had these probably problems. Everybody probably would have jumped back going. But also, we live in a world of other means, and you can get it other means. So Netflix is really not needed.
You can watch pretty much anything on your phone if you really want to.
Yeah. Or that website that we found.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You can go to that website on your phone.
Hmm? You still have that website?
I think so. Yeah.
Text me when you get a chance because I can't find that business.
It's like a .to or something like that. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I need that again if you can find it.
All right. Yeah, it's saved on my favorites on my web browser.
You know what? I have so many streaming services now. It's like I just find something there. There's so much to consume. There's so much shit out there.
Oh, I still want it for free, so it's a little sentiment.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Larry said Robin Williams stuff in the 70s and 80s. Robin Williams was great. Was fantastic.
It was great. Fucking even Billy Crystal and Whoopi were really good in the stand up. What was it? A little they were standing up for the homeless and stuff like that.
Yeah, when they were doing not the
that comedy shit,
Rite Aid, but yeah, like
yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, because Billy Crystal, Whoopi, yeah, I mean, because they would do like their act.
Yeah, they were really good. I remember back then when I was watching on HBO, I would always wait for Robin Williams. Like because you knew that Robin Williams was so funny and all Robin Williams' movies were just so great.
He also came out when he did that, and he was at like 100 miles an hour. He just came out and like. He's dripping sweat. He's just up there. He's doing his voices, his storytelling. Like he was fantastic. I mean,
and like for me growing up in 80s, Mork and Mindy for me was.
I love Mork and Mindy.
I love Mork and Mindy. You know what I mean? So Nanu. Like it was phenomenal. Like that shit was phenomenal. So I used to. That is one of my.
Have you ever seen Mork and Mindy?
Here and there.
It was one of my favorite 80s.
It was a little before me.
You look like you are so out. Like you just like I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
I just don't have like these heartwarming childhood memories of stand-up specials. It just...
But you know what? Because they died down in the 90s.
They did, yeah, that's true.
Because like
I listened to some on CD. Like I remember when Dennis Leary dropped an album. Like I listened to that on a few times. Like that was hilarious. But it was
because like in the 90s, that's when like all what the hell were those dudes that did the phone skits?
The
Jerky Boys and shit like that's when that was popular. I was like, that's not fucking comedy, just calling people up and being assholes. Like that's not funny.
That's not funny. It wasn't funny.
So Joseph wants to know, can any of us think of any recent funny movies? I don't think movies are that funny anymore. Like there's no
the Vacation Friends was funny.
Airplane. There's no those kind of movies anymore. There's no.
You didn't see Vacation Friends with John Cena?
I seen it. It was
funny.
Is it up there with those 80s?
Or what was that thing that came out on? Speaking of Tiffany Haddish from earlier, but it came out on Netflix. It was kind of like a not Jackass, but it's kind of like a Borat style.
Is there a bootleg Doctor Strange? Not yet, Al. Not yet. I'm sure that'll be out pretty soon.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was with the dude. Damn, was it Eric Andre?
Eric Andre. There it was.
That was kind of funny. It was
funny as shit when they came in stuck in the finger trap together.
It was uncomfortable though. Like watching them go into a fucking barbershop and motherfuckers like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up, like kind of shit. Like it's uncomfortable because I feel like somebody gonna get fucked up if you go in the wrong spot. Like y'all gonna get fucked up. Like it's weird. It made me uncomfortable at times. I'm just like, I hope this dude don't get beat up. Like I feel so bad. But I don't know, man. Like I don't know. That comedy is kind of like, all right, cool. It's like Jackass kind of stuff.
Yeah. Gregory wants to know, random question. He's keeping it green right now, but there used to be a dude that left voicemail on the podcast.
Well, I know there's one my face looks on like I'm uninterested.
I think he's asking about Max. I'm guessing that because he had great questions. Remember Max? Max used to always have those like really deep in thought questions. Like he would go.
Al used to
leave a ton of great questions as well.
And then we started getting I started getting more. The reason why we stopped voicemails for one is because the show was just getting long and long. But like I was getting a lot of like bullshit calls, like fucking ads, and like remember I was playing them. I would get like Chinese airline fucking 10-minute voicemails. It's like what the hell.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Eric Andre either. Like I'm not really like. I'm like, he's all right, but
I don't think
he's not funny to me.
Comedy movies to me haven't been funny in a long time. Like I don't think that they're like funny like when I was a kid watching comedies were funny.
Yeah, it's hard.
But I also think we're in a different era with that. Like it's harder to do things now. I mean, it's
like I don't know what a funny comedy is now. Like it has to be a full comedy because like if you get comedy actors in a movie, but then you get like an action star in a movie like The Rock and fucking Kevin Hart, then it's a good movie. It's
or that, or Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. Like it's I think that's what
it's got to be serious and a comedian.
You have to have you're playing the straight man versus the comedic man kind of thing. You got those people bouncing off of each other. That's where you get your comedy from now. It's not like.
Now, Jackass Forever was funny, but that was like people hurting themselves. It's funny.
Fast and Furious 9 was hilarious. Hilariously bad. Yeah. Bad movies are hilarious.
I fucking hated that movie, man. Did we reviewed that?
No, we didn't review it.
We didn't review it because I still haven't watched it, and I don't want to watch it. Central Intelligence.
No, you have to watch it, and you have to watch Eternals already. The time has come, a little.
Yeah, man, you got to come on, man.
I'll watch it.
Just watch it, Jesus.
We have time, and we got to watch Doctor Strange next week. So
no, you need to watch Eternals before you see Doctor Strange.
Because we ain't talking, it's fucking garbage, and that I can't stand. Fucking Moon Knight, trash, 0. I hate this show. He's never fucking Moon Knight. I hate it. I hate it, and I hate it.
I can't hate the show for him not being Moon Knight right now.
I like the ride.
He's got 6 episodes. That's all we're gonna get. There's not even a season 2 guaranteed.
We got one more episode.
He hasn't been Moon Knight for 2 episodes.
I understand, but this is like his origin
I
for
like
him
Oscar
becoming
Isaac.
a superhero.
I do like Oscar Isaac, but I just don't need all Oscar Isaac.
Come on, Will, you gotta suffer with us. James, I'm not watching the Turtles. I'm just gonna keep pushing it off, just like I had like everything else that you guys.
That's fucked up, man. How you just pushing that off like that?
I just keep putting this on. I just keep watching my Spider-Man.
Ryan, I agree. It's so confusing. Like we went into a whole thing about his abusive mother. I'm like, what? Like I guess that's what caused his.
But that, you know what though? That's in real life. That is a legit thing.
But I don't need that in a superhero fucking show. God damn it, I'm trying to transcend reality here. I don't care about fucking mental problems. I don't. Get me out of that.
It's a show that brings awareness to mental health issues. Sean, can't you see it's a service to the community at large?
My God.
I think if this was the same thing as just a beaten up show, like you guys would be talking about how boring and how one-dimensional it is. They're trying to make
it is boring and one-dimensional. What are you talking about?
It's not
one-dimensional.
Not one-dimensional at all.
It's not.
But it is boring.
It's just boring as shit.
I understand. I'm just saying it's.
Hey Ryan.
What's up,
Ryan? I just think that this is very different.
So you like it?
It's not done yet. I got to see how it finishes. I didn't even want to talk about it this week because to me, like, I need next week's to finish to see how this. We had the same problem when we were talking about WandaVision and we were talking about other shows in this series. Like, it really is going to depend on how the finale.
This is ending up slow at this point.
But the whole show has been this slow.
I don't like the show. I just don't.
And that's fine. I mean, the show's not for you, but there's a lot of other ones. You go turn Falcon Winter Soldier back on.
I'm not going to turn it back on. I'm watching like with current. Like I'm like,
I'm just saying.
This is. You killed me.
Yeah, but Obi-Wan's right around the corner. Sean, Obi-Wan's right around the corner. Don't even worry. Don't even worry about it.
Well, I have to lose 2.5 hours like the rest of you.
Sit to them fucking credits too.
LOL, just punch criminals. Keep your feelings inside.
Thank you.
I watched 4 episodes of Moon Knight. His sister says this is found out that he needs a hug. I mean, it's not it, but Sean gets my feelings for this show. That's what Ryan says. Carlos, Sean, would you say that Moon Knight is almost as bad as Young Justice?
Yes, Young Justice is terrible. Fucking terrible now. I hate Young Justice.
Al just doesn't get the hype. And sister, just like how you finished Eternals. Oh wait, I love it.
It is. Although you are like, oh well, this is what I'm like. I'm like, Alo, just say you fucking hate the show already. Like, I wish you stop giving in. Just say it's.
But I don't hate the show though.
It's
That's
not
the thing.
good,
I don't hate the show.
but it's not good though.
I'm not saying it's not good. Again, it's telling a different story. This is a whole different thing, right? I guess maybe I went in with no expectations for Moon Knight because I didn't.
You went
know
in
what
with
I was
no
gonna get.
expectations. You
I went in with no expectations because
I went in with
I only
high
read a handful of
expectations.
comics from the character. I read a few of the old comics, and I read some of the new run. I don't have much expectations for Moon Knight.
I feel
I thought we were all kind of hyped when the trailer.
I thought we
came out,
were
but-
too, Steve.
We
Maybe
were.
I'm crazy.
Well, we
but
were
I
because we got to
too.
see a different character. I mean, like when they showed him jumping, you see the cape flapping, making that big crescent moon and everything. That was all awesome. Like all the visuals were great.
I was hyped. I was like, yo, this gonna be dope as shit. Moon Knight looked great. Like, yo, we was all like, oh shit. And now I'm like,
I mean, maybe the finale is super strong. I mean, I don't hate the show, but I also am in the camp of like, it's boring. It's just
it's not.
boring. It's like
I get it. It's gonna take. It's like Steve. We're gonna review a movie for 31 days this week, and like, I almost fell asleep. It took a long time, and then in the end, like it got good. It got better. It was a better ending, but it was like an hour of me sitting there almost falling asleep. This is why the reason why I almost didn't jump on the game with you guys last night, because I almost fell asleep watching this movie. And then all of a sudden, like I got up and I'm like, I woke myself
Sean,
up.
you missed a doozy. 2 words: ghost sex.
Yes. They showed all the good parts of Moon Knight in the trailer. I hope not. I hope there's good parts in this finale.
there's nothing
changed.
coming. There's nothing from this show that I'm like, oh, I need this in the MCU. I don't need Ethan Hawke. I don't need his girlfriend. I don't. At this point, I don't think I even need Oscar Isaac. I just really want Moon Knight to go on to be like, to join fucking Blade and fucking Black Knight in.
Well, and I think that's what this is. I mean, there's set up in these series, and we'll go through them more next week because I don't want to go through everything. But you're right. I mean, somebody brought up that there's a tie-in to Black Panther. There's a tie-in to the different planes of afterlife, which I thought was really, really cool. There's some tie-in here to Ghost Rider. So there's tie-in to build up this Midnight Sun's new vision. And I think, yes, we're getting a very deep show about trauma and how the human mind deals with trauma in this character. But eventually it's going to turn into what we want. We're going to get the character because they're showing his journey to actually become the hero, to join those heroes. So, I mean,
Still boring.
I guess that's fine.
I still want to see fucking Moon Knight in that suit.
Moon Knight should have been part of a team up and not the main focus. And I think he will be going forward. I mean, I think that's it. I don't think, I almost fell asleep watching Moon Knight this week. Moon Knight connects to nothing else in the MCU. It's got some connections. There's some minor connections.
This is the boringest show so far.
Out of all the shows,
I enjoyed Hawkeye. I love
Hawkeye. Hawkeye was so good.
It was so fucking good, man. It really it played well into, again, Jeremy Renner's always a hero established, but Kate Bishop wasn't, and I like Kate Bishop. Like I want to see her going on.
So what's the best right now? Like the best MCU shows, because like in
best
your
MCU show is Loki right now. Loki is the best show that they've done in the MCU.
It was. Really
I think I had the most fun watching Loki this so far out of these shows?
I had fun with Loki because it's set up more from the MCU going forward. Scarlet Witch also kind of did because we get to see her now next week in a movie. So from that essence, so that's great that we get to see that. Now Loki, we're not really seeing much from that unless we're getting more of him maybe in.
Well, we are because we got Kang. We got.
But I don't know if we're getting Kang in Doctor Strange. We're
getting Kang in Quantumania, and they moved Quantumania up. But Quantumania now comes out next February.
But overall, the best impact of all these shows was Loki. Going forward for a character I want to see all the time at this point, or in another storyline, I want to see Kate Bishop moving forward. Out of all these characters, I want to see Kate Bishop.
I agree. I think my kids love Kate Bishop, and I'm glad there's more there for Mia because she's already fearing a death of Wanda coming up if that happens or some kind of turn.
Steve.
Stop it. Steve.
Steve.
Ryan says WandaVision was more boring than Moon Knight in his opinion. James says Falcon and Winter Soldier was the best for him. Sinister Ryan agreed. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I guess my thing with Falcon and Winter Soldier was the villain, right? There was no the villain aspect wasn't strong for me. Going from the power broker to
I enjoyed
Flag Smashers. They were okay, but I think you could tell it was disjointed because of the pandemic. Like they didn't get to dive into the story they wanted to.
I love Zemo coming out of this. So Zemo was fucking.
I agree. Zemo was a bright spot. I mean, we love dancing Zemo. And I'm
Zemo. I just love how he just kind of played.
But we love dancing Zemo.
I know it's straight out of the comics, but I also wasn't a big fan of the Anthony Mackie Captain America suit. I think on paper it looks really good, but like on live action, it's like.
I agree. I'm not.
Well, I bet you they tweak it again. So I mean, we got.
I'm not like. Do I want more Anthony Mackie of Captain America? Not really. I don't. I really don't. I'd rather have Anthony Mackie as Falcon. I don't really care about him being Captain America.
U.S. agent should have been the main villain.
Agreed.
But there was Mandrapore. Can't wait to see Professor X and Doctor Strange too in the gold hover chair.
Sean, that's going to be a fucking toy.
Oh, that's going to be a toy, a statue.
That's going to be everything. Patrick Stewart in the fucking golden hover chair. Come on.
That will be released easily in a Marvel Legend form thing. That's done.
It's going to be a fucking hot toy.
Do I get that hot toy? The two Spider-Man are coming out there.
Why would you get a Professor X?
That would probably be the perfect hot toy. You can't really pose it. He just sits in the chair. So you don't have to worry about putting it in action pose or anything. Probably comes with a clear hover base. It just sits there. This
is the craziest fucking shit is that in one fucking movie, we get the right fucking Professor X in the right fucking chair, and it took fucking Fox almost 20 years to get not even that shit right. Like, it's so crazy. But I think at this point, they were probably like, we just need a yellow hover chair because we're tired of all this other bullshit. Everything else was bullshit.
I'm gonna give the credit to Sam Raimi. So, somebody wants to know who do we think Wolverine will be? Who do we think is gonna be the new Wolverine?
I don't know. All I want to see is Captain Carter in MCU. Like I really.
You're gonna get her.
You want to see Captain Carter, but you didn't like Captain Carter in what?
I never said I didn't like Captain Carter. I didn't like the animation, but I like Captain Carter as a character. Like I think that's just a great character.
Well, they show her in the new trailer.
Yeah,
she's in there.
Fucking great.
She's got a fucking jetpack and everything.
I want to see Haley. I want to see.
I do too.
I want to see her in a story too.
They have a Diamond's releasing, and I think I'm wondering if it's going to be the suit for the movie, and they released it on accident. They released a gallery statue but it's not the What If suit because it's not the red and silver. It looks like it's blue and silver. It looks like Captain America's suit from Winter Soldier. What do they call that
looking
suit?
that shit up now too.
What do they call that suit?
Straight to Big Bad Toy Store.
What are they? I can't remember what they call that suit.
The stealth suit.
Stealth suit. Thank you. It looks like her version of the stealth suit with the British. What is that thing called? The Union Jack.
Yeah,
it's silver.
I'm looking at it right now.
It was Diamond Select, wasn't it?
Yeah, Diamond Select PVC, the gallery.
Yeah.
Because it's just blue and silver. And I'm like, that's very
Here's
different.
a picture for all the listeners out there.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's her movie suit. Because it's like very bizarre that they didn't go comic, like the cartoon suit like for that. So
it could be a little. It really, really well could be. Looks cool though. But it does say it does say what if, because it does look a little bit more animated in the face.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe it's a hybrid.
That literally is the stealth suit. Like all the little black
Yeah.
grooves and shit are the exact same.
Didn't somebody just back up Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine? I think it was Sandra Bullock because she did that movie with Daniel Radcliffe right now.
Yeah, but he doesn't. I don't think he has the voice for it.
Yeah, I don't care. I can't see him.
Well, I don't think I haven't heard him use an American accent or a Canadian accent. I don't know.
I don't want to see.
I think to me it'd be. I think Taron Egerton still would fit in that role.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Casting the X-Men is a whole job in itself. Like having to cast every single character that can stand up for the next 10 years,
or longer,
as a team, really needs to play. Marvel is gonna have to really dish out. Like they could do it though, because all you could do is just do Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, and Jean. You could do them all as just one movie, and then they all just join together. Or you just have X-Men and then Professor X have the Young Mutants of the original X-Men, and then kind of work your way up from that. I would assume. What you think?
Maybe. I mean, I think they're going to be peppered in all over the place. I don't think mutants are going to be. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if they're going to call. I don't know if they're going to put Wolverine in the first X-Men movie. I think Wolverine's going to show up.
You think they'll do Beast? You think they'll do Beast, Jean?
Yeah, I think they might do like that original like
Angel and Iceman, right?
Angel, Iceman, yeah.
I would like to start from there, but are we starting from present day? Because I think we have to at this point, right?
Depends on what happens with his multiverse and shit. Who knows?
No. I mean, only me and Steve know at this point.
Shut Joseph wants to know if Scott Eastwood, if he wasn't so tall, but Hugh Jackman was tall. Hugh Jackman was, what, 6'2", 6'3"? I mean, it don't matter how tall anybody is anymore.
Yeah, I think at this point, it don't really matter how tall Wolverine is.
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody wants that small 5'4" Wolverine, but, I mean, there's nobody in, I mean, Tom Cruise,
I know. Tom Cruise is the only person I can think of at this point. Granted, he doesn't age, so he may have.
Which version of Nightcrawler do you want? A CG Nightcrawler that's really thin and skinny and lanky. Nightcrawler should be 100%.
I'm okay with an actor who can do Nightcrawler, but you just got to do the right Nightcrawler. But the MCU will not let me down. I know this.
Well, see, and I want, like.
If I'm getting a yellow fucking hovercraft, I know that they're fucking great.
You said MCU won't let you down, but you're disappointed in Moon Knight. So.
When it comes with Nightcrawler,
about Moon Knight, everything else MCU has done is great. Go ahead.
Well, you're talking about Eternals too. So
what's it called? Mystique. Like in the books and all that, like they were just blue. They didn't have all the scales and all this weird shit, and Nightcrawler didn't have all those weird, tattoos and shit all over his, like those little scar thing. Like none of that shit. Like they overcomplicated shit. Like in the Guardians movie, Gamora's just green. That's it.
No, she's got some.
They complicated Drax unnecessarily, I think.
I think so too. They didn't have all that.
But but I think that in the MCU they're just gonna be blue. Just let them just be blue.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fine.
Well, Mystique was just blue.
White gloves, 3 fingers.
Who? When? In the Fox movies?
Yeah, she was
just covered in scales and shit. What are you talking about?
In the original trilogy, but not in the second one. Well, she had some kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a weird like skin thing. Like it just kind of switched.
Yeah. Method Man is begging.
It'd be great to have Deadpool in the Illuminati. that would just be funny. I don't know why, but it just would be.
Oh, it'd be like the severed head Deadpool, like just in a jar, like Futurama and shit.
It'd be just great. I'm like, okay, cool.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah. Why is there
James wants to know if we like Kelsey Grammer as Beast. I actually didn't mind him as Beast.
No, I thought he was fine.
I actually thought he actually worked as Beast, Kelsey Grammer.
He did, but for the next Beast, I just would need him to be a good CGI.
I didn't like how they changed the next Beast over the movies. Like in the first one, he looked more like a lion. You know what I mean? He was like very.
Well, they gave him the cat face. They gave him cat face Beast. Like,
and I was like, oh, awesome. And then like in the later movies, he just turned more and more. I don't know, just different. It didn't look quite as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a full Beast that looks like Beast. You know, like Hank McCoy. All Hank McCoy. No, I'm taking a serum. I'm turning back to human.
I mean, we got that in the X-Men: The Last Stand with Kelsey Grammer. I mean, he was just Blue Beast the whole time. Like,
yeah, well,
and that's why I like that because it was.
I need him to be Beast though, like Beast.
Well, but Kelsey Grammer was also like 60 years old, so he couldn't go full Beast mode. So it's hard, you know. But I mean, like he actually, I think, fit that mold of Beast wearing the glasses, doing his thing. Like I wish they would have had him in a lab coat hanging upside down.
But if I'm at this point in the game, if I'm getting fucking Rocket Raccoon and fucking a fucking giant tree named Groot sitting there acting with other characters, then you can give me a full CGI Beast.
And they probably
absolutely.
I think they probably will. I mean, just like the thing.
And you know what else I want? Real Sentinels. Real Sentinels, not ones that look like vacuums.
Only the Lord will help me bring a real Sentinel to fucking play.
And you know what the fucking cold part is? The closest we ever got to a real Sentinel was in that shitty X-Men: The Last Stand when they were in the danger room and that head came flying in, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's a real Sentinel fucking head!" And it was giant and it looked straight out of the books. And then after that, garbage. Even though Days of Future Past is a great movie, don't get me wrong, those Sentinels were terrible. They were terrible.
Trash. Each Sentinel, even the future Nimrod Sentinels were fucking garbage. I hated those.
Oh, they were just like, they were like weird. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Was it Nimrod, the day there stood still? Yeah, it was
terrible. He was Dr. Seuss looking. Yeah, but I don't see Marvel not dropping the ball on that. Like I can see Marvel just giving us everything we want. Just like
blue and yellow suits. Wolverine in a fucking suit. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna treat the X-Men at this point like they did the Avengers, right? They're gonna build it up because the Avengers right now is, yes, it's a great brand to keep going, but they're gonna take a hiatus on like the official Avengers, you know, because we don't have Tony, we don't have Cap. Those guys are gone. You're gonna have, you know, I don't want to say like, you know, new Avengers, young Avengers, kind of things like that, but you're not gonna have, you don't have those pillars anymore.
Right.
And I think the X-Men now is that next 10 years that Feige went on his little retreat to put together, and is how to weave in the X-Men and actually have then now the X-Men become this big dynamic piece. Because the thing is with the X-Men as well is you still get the cosmic universe with them, right? They still tie in with the Shi'ar, with all that stuff. Like you get that, and then that big bad comes in with the Dark Phoenix, hopefully finally done right, cosmic.
Oh, I can wait on the Dark Phoenix for a long
time. I understand that, but you've got that. You've got Fantastic Four. You've got so much more that you can build in and build out that you don't have to just keep relying on the Avengers.
I think the first big bad is Magneto, and it should, you know, develop into Magneto, and then go from there. You know, you know, you build the Brotherhood, and then, or it's Brotherhood, right? Yeah,
Brotherhood.
Blob. You know, like you just build off of that. You just build a whole fucking villain team where you have just X-Men, whatever you got going on. Like, you know,
Children of the Atom or whatever you're gonna do, whatever title is there, you can build off of the.
I think they're just gonna go X-Men at this point.
I think I agree.
Established.
I think so too.
The fact that they're doing that X-Men 97 cartoon
They just
stuff,
call it the Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna go in that kind of route.
Sean.
Joseph.
Sean.
I mean,
Sean,
if this was 1989, I could see Mel Gibson.
90s style, fucking the metal X-Men logo.
The logo, Steve.
Who's Cable? Is it still Josh Brolin?
Fucking no, that's done. Josh Brolin, I love Josh Brolin, but I think we just need a real.
He's just too small. He's so small. Cable needs to be like 6'10".
No, like a 6'7". You know what I mean? Like he just has a tower over him.
I'm just saying, he needs to be a big dude. I mean, So Carl's Fantastic Four too. I mean, I think those are gonna be the new pillars.
Fantastic Four just
lost their director.
Just lost their director, man, and that hurts a little bit because I need a Fantastic Four already. Like,
well, we're gonna get it. I mean, it's still
he didn't leave for no reason, not creative. He just was burnt out from Spider-Man. He did, which I agree. I don't understand why they kept him on. To think that he was going to direct the Fantastic Four movie.
Well, I mean, Feige likes to do that. If he has directors in his wheelhouse,
you need fresh blood. If you need fresh blood to start a whole new story.
But it sounds like the story's already it's already done. Like John Watts was like, he's like, I can't wait to see it on screen. The great story we've come up with. Like, so can't wait to see it.
Just got to get a good director. That's all you need. You know. Sell it home, you know.
Well, I mean, it's Marvel. Like, really, they don't. I mean,
dude, you're right.
They just fucking put anybody in there.
Fucking right.
The story's done.
The dude from Reacher could be a great fucking Cable.
You mean Smallville?
Oh, Hawk from Titans, Alan Richson.
Yeah,
he was Raphael in the new Ninja Turtle movie.
Yo, he will be a fucking great fucking Cable. Yeah, that is great casting right there. Too bad no one's listening, but. I mean,
Al's giving him a clap for that. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting take. I mean, maybe we will have to sit there and kind of one day. I can't do it off the top of my head. I don't know.
Fantastic
actors like who should be, the X-Men or the Fantastic Four. I mean, yes, we all have our Krasinski take, and there's rumors there that because he's a director now, have him direct and star. Give him. Thing,
my God!
Right? What? I mean, did A Quiet Place? Why not? Action.
Just put Emily Blunt as fucking like Memphis. It's over. You can't.
How is she gonna say no to the role now? It's just Storm. It's like, I'm directing and starring in it.
Yeah, honey, you can't say no. I need you. Like
Carlos, the dude from Umbrella Academy could be also.
Yeah. I mean, that whole Umbrella Academy could probably be a fucking X-Men, team.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, they're there. Interesting.
I do want to. Alan Richardson does look just like Cable, bro.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, he could be a great.
Steve, you got anything for the toy box? I know Sean's got a holy grail here.
Yeah, but I didn't even talk about none of the shit I watched yet.
Oh shit! Well, where are we? An hour and a half? Okay,
I know.
You told us already, but
no, we never. We only went to you, and you didn't even finish what you were talking about. We just trailed off.
Yes.
Well, it's good. We're having good conversation.
Well, today, what started my nap is I put on Snake Eyes. Remember when that came out?
Oh shit!
Snake Eyes.
That was garbage. Did you see it? That's the first time you seen it?
This is the first time I saw it. Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus.
But you fell asleep, so it doesn't matter.
Nah, I mean, I didn't. I fell asleep was like at the end, but like when the credits started, like I was just like,
oh, okay. I was like, I missed the entire third act.
I didn't see I don't know if there was an after credit scene, but thing about Snake Eyes is it's just boring. It's like they're just running around talking. Like there's so many sword fights that it's like. It's crazy.
How do you make sword fights boring?
They did it.
Snake Eyes.
They fucking did it. God damn.
How do you make ninjas boring?
Yo, he didn't become Snake Eyes till the end.
He put the fucking helmet on, and then drove away. And credits. I was like, like that's it.
You talked throughout this whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
I was like,
the ending was ridiculous. Like him and Storm Shadow show up to the fucking compound, and like there's like 1,000 other ninjas, and they're just handling roomfuls of them at a time with like one swing, wham, 5 ninjas dead. One swing, wham, 10 ninjas dead. All this shit, and then they get to the last guy, and they're both getting their ass kicked by one dude. I'm like, come on.
And
Like,
you know what was garbage? The big snake. Fuck you. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I wanted to see a fucking wolf. Motherfucker, if you ain't give me a fucking wolf, like
Right.
what? How
Well,
do you give me a wolf?
And Snake Eyes, like at least in the first movies, the shitty GI Joe movies, Snake Eyes was awesome in those. Like
Ray Park.
I mean, it was Ray Parker, so it was like, you know, he was just, or Park, right? Ray Park.
Yeah, Ray Park.
And you know, he just amazing, right? Just so much fucking awesome fighting. And then you get to this one, and most of the time he's getting his ass kicked. Most of the time he's like on his back. He's constantly getting stabbed. He's constantly getting knocked around. I'm like, dude.
It made no sense, Steve.
It's an origin story. He's not
not
Snake Eyes yet.
It's like whoever made this never watched G.I. Joe.
And like you're already gonna team up Baroness and Scarlet like right now. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Ugh. I hated this movie.
That old lady was like flying around like Crouching Tiger and shit at the end. I was like, oh boy.
There was a lot of failure in the last 2 years.
What are we doing
in the cinemas?
No. I watched this movie, Steve. I hate watching the whole time. I was like, ugh. I was like, it just wasn't good at all. Just
No. What else? I watched the first episode of the show called The Baby on HBO Max.
I watched that too.
It might be good. It might turn out to be all right.
It might be.
What is it about?
That little baby's cute as shit, right?
Baby killed shit. I don't know if the baby's a devil or a monster or what. I have no idea.
Death
It's
follows
weird.
this baby, and
Yeah.
like the baby like falls off a cliff and lands literally in this lady's arms, and that's kind of where the show.
It's like a dark comedy. Yeah.
Okay.
It's I don't know. I mean, the trailers look like it gets like, because it was like, you know, coming up on or whatever, and it shows like all the shit. It's like, oof, like this show could get pretty crazy.
So Steve, you watched that. Do you watch Barry?
No.
Oh, I need you to watch Barry, dog. Yo, Barry's good. Barry's very, very good. Highly recommended.
Is that like in its third season?
It just started third season.
Yeah,
but
third
it's
season.
easy. It's easy. It's like 8 episodes. I think maybe 8 episodes. Steve, you can run.
I mean, Fonzie's in it. That's all you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph, people are forgetting what makes a character like Snake Eyes cool. Like, we don't need a Soundwave Transformers movie. I mean, it's true. Like, you don't need to make every character doesn't need its own movie.
You just need a fucking G.I. Joe movie. That's all you need.
That's all G.I. Joe was about. G.I. Joe was about the team, right?
Yeah.
It was about the team. So I don't need individual movies for G.I. Joe like you do in comics, because comics, everyone to form the team, they all were individuals. Like in G.I. Joe, they were all in the military. It's like we started out with all of them and we learned about them throughout. And minor characters became our favorites because they were minor characters. You know, Captain America needs a Captain America movie because he has his own books, his own story, his own huge thing. You know, all that makes sense. You can't MCU everything.
That's the problem. These studios think they can MCU everything, and it's just not. That's just not the case. You just need a good story, and for a G.I. Joe movie, you need to have the core characters to tell the story.
You need the core characters, and you need the core villains. You need a Cobra Commander terrorist organization.
You need
Destro, you don't need
Baron.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You know, I don't know. Like that was what killed me in those first movies. Was like
it's like, but it's
Cobra piece. Crazy. Like I didn't mind the Joe piece.
But the crazy part is they had all the characters. They just didn't know how to tell a story with all these characters. What the fuck? Yo,
well, they did some weird shit. Like
just do me a solid. Just hire the Russo brothers to give you a fucking story and just get this shit over with already. Like, clearly these guys know how to do it.
It's not even the Russo brothers. It's just find somebody who's passionate about the source material, right? I mean, this is what the problem is you get people in, and sometimes it's not always perfect. Because I'll tell you the truth. Like, we go back into the early 2000s, and what's his face who did the Daredevil movie was like a huge Daredevil Frank Miller fan, and he fucked that shit up. I mean, that movie was.
He's the same guy that directed Ghost Rider, I think.
He was, and he loved Marvel, and like so, it's like okay, well, you didn't. I don't think you understood what you were reading, or you just didn't know how to put it on screen. I get that. Sometimes it doesn't work.
So a little from that point, like
adding the Rock didn't help. You know, it did not.
Adding the Rock while killing off Duke,
while killing Channing Tatum in the
what?
first 50 seconds of the movie.
You know what? That Cobra Commander looked awesome.
In that second movie, he did.
That Cobra Commander.
He did. He looked awesome. Great. I was like, ooh, he had the fucking silver mask, the helmet, the cape, all of it. I was like, all right, well.
But I didn't need Bruce Willis. What? What? What was Bruce Willis for? Huh?
He was the original Joe, Sean. He's what they're all named after. Bruce Willis.
With the kung fu grip. I don't know. Man.
Yeah, it was garbage. Damn. Oh, okay. So what you said, someone who appreciates the source material. Travis McKnight who did Bumblebee.
Yeah,
he appreciated the source material.
That's true.
And we saw it on screen, right? We saw,
but this is the
design work and everything.
Is that he did such a good job with Bumblebee? They didn't even bring him back for the next fucking Transformers movie.
I know, I agree.
The studios don't care about what we like.
No, all they care about is the coin. Yep. Did you make the Billy?
Those fucking terrible Transformers movies were all garbage.
But they made the Billies. They were $1 billion movies.
I know they were $1 billion movies, but they were all garbage. They were all fucking
garbage.
The
fans hated them.
Yeah.
The true fans
hated those fucking movies.
I actually still like the first one.
The first one was great. I love it.
And I actually kind of like Dark of the Moon's actually not that bad. Like, there's some cool fucking action in that when they're fucking gliding through the fucking city and all that shit.
I don't know, man. I couldn't see shit.
That was great.
Me and you actually talked about that. That actually was cool.
That was a really good finale.
Dark of the Moon was garbage because it just wasn't even.
Well, no, they got rid of Megan Fox. They added this new.
What am I watching?
What I hated about the Transformers.
The worst one was that dinosaur one. Was that Age of Extinction? Fuck that movie.
What I hated about those movies is I could not tell when they were fighting.
Like you heard. I'm sorry, I'll not cut you off, but you heard Optimus Prime talking to motherfuckers off screen, and you're like, what the fuck?
No, which one was it? Wasn't it The Last Night? Transformers: The Last.
Yeah, that was the dinosaur.
That was the Anthony Hopkins one, right? Was that the
Yeah, that wasn't the dinosaur. Was that the dinosaurs one?
Yeah. Yo, there were Dinobots the last 15 minutes of a 8-hour movie.
Remember Optimus Prime had to go like fight one and like wrangle it like a wild buck. He had to ride it around for a while.
Seconds. It was so stupid. It was so fucking stupid.
I think those were two different movies. I think Age of Extinction.
No. It was a long movie.
Did my brain just turn it into two movies?
Yeah. You talking about Mark Wahlberg was, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he do 2 movies? Didn't Mark Wahlberg do 2 Transformers movies?
He did. Yeah, Transformers: The Last Night. That's one, and then Age of Extinction's a different one.
There were so many of them, and then riding that ride at Universal is terrible because they look horrible in that ride. The Universal ride at Transformers.
It's not our Transformers. That's why they're not our Transformers.
I just don't like the designs because I can't tell what they like when they're fighting each other. I don't know what's doing.
I don't know, man. When I went to see that first one in the theater and that fucking truck pulled up and fucking transformed and the camera was going around and all the parts were moving and fucking.
It was great.
I was like, holy shit!
Because that was the first time we seen Transformers live action.
Look at this, so good.
Yeah.
James, I do not want to see Josh Trank's vision for the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I don't care about Josh Trank.
I saw enough of his vision.
I mean,
what he did to Dr. Doom that I'm done.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a better movie in there somewhere, but it's still not going to be good.
No.
The other thing that I watched,
Transformers movies.
The other thing that I watched all the way through, finished the first season, couldn't stop once I started. I don't know if you guys have seen Our Flag Means Death.
Yeah, I started
Taika Waititi.
I started watching it. How was it? How was it, Steve?
I loved it. It's hilarious. It's just done really, really well. Taika Waititi as Blackbeard is like so fucking.
I didn't get to that yet. I wanted to get to
Sean. He changes the dynamic of the show. It is
really
the show. You don't even know what the show's about till he shows up.
I have no idea what the show is about.
And then once he gets there and you see where it's going, like I burned through it in 2 days. Like I watched like the first.
I'll finish it then.
I think I watched the first 6 episodes one day. I just couldn't stop watching, and then like the next day during dinner, we just finished the last 2. We were just like, but I tell you, it ends, and you're like, fuck, like you just want, like how does it end there? Like when is the next season coming out? Like it hasn't even been picked up for season 2 yet. You're like, oh, but
Have you watched What We Do in the Shadows yet?
No, I wasn't really a big fan of the movie, so I didn't really.
I thought you liked the movie.
I don't remember.
We reviewed
the movie.
I know, but I don't remember what
hero.
did. I give it a hero? Maybe I was just trying to not be combatant that night. I didn't feel like going against the grain.
I don't want to fight you guys.
So wait, is this what we're doing now? Is we're reviewing?
You know, I'm not.
You guys don't want to argue anymore.
I'm not. I'm ready to argue every time with you guys. No matter what, I'm going.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I guess I do. I've been hearing nothing but good things about What We Do in the Shadows, the show. So, but how many seasons is that?
Steve,
how many seasons?
3.
Steve, this is our this is me talking to you right now. Watch What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay.
Like
I was gonna say, of all people,
I know, Sean. Like, you know what else I tried? The last 2 weeks, this whole last week, 2 times I tried to start watching Star Trek Discovery. I just keep falling asleep. And there's a lot of fucking episodes. It's like, it's so much. And then I keep waking up at certain times during the night, and it's on, and I'll be like, oh, this is just like an adventure of the week show. It's like old TV.
How are you with Star Trek?
I mean, I like the movies.
I
can find enjoyment if the Next Generation's on in the background or Deep Space Nine or any of that stuff. But like, I don't know the mythology, and I haven't watched every episode.
Oh, I don't know then. Like, I'm not. If you're not into it, then I just wouldn't watch it. Then, like, I can't. I'm not going to sell you on it. But
I don't like how the Klingons look either. I'm like, they look like orcs.
Klingons were really never really that great looking anyway, so it didn't never really bother me. I mean,
it was just Christopher Lloyd with a big headpiece.
I don't know. I can't sell you on. I can't sell you on it. I know for me it was great. I give it a hero, but if you falling asleep, then I would tell you.
I should probably not start putting it on at like 1 o'clock in the morning though. Yeah,
oh
that's...
my God, you everything you're saying in the last 15 minutes is really bothering me. It's starting to hurt. I'm starting to question everything that we've had a conversation about in the last however many years we've been doing this podcast. It's starting to hurt.
All right,
to avoid a conflict, so I just liked it. Like,
I would never do that. But is what We Do in the Shadows, is that on Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
All right. How many episodes per season?
It's only like 8 or 9. It's not really that long. It's not many. It's not like a 20 episode show. It's
all right. I'll give that a shot.
They're fun. Like I'm telling you, Steve, when you get to the energy vampire, like it is the best shit because it's just like a dude who is not a vampire that drains your energy talking to you. Yeah, it is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen. Like Taka is he did a great job.
Like me.
Yeah. Although you're an energy vampire. Are great, yeah, I think so too. Yeah, Picard is not great. Yeah, Picard it was okay. I mean, but the Lower Decks is phenomenal.
Sean, you could burn through Our Flag Means Death in a day.
Oh yeah, I'll be done with it by
just it turns into like this crazy story that I didn't see coming, and it was just like, oh man, Will Arnett shows up. You're like, what the?
Oh fuck? Man, I know I'm watching it now. All right, I'm in.
Leslie Jones is in there.
Really?
Yeah, she's like this Caribbean fucking pirate lady. It's awesome. It's Will Armstead is in there.
I'll check it out because I know it's got. Now you just because it was funny in the beginning. I just kind of I was like,
the gentleman pirate. I am Stead, the gentleman pirate, or Steed. His name is Steed, and then like Will Arnett constantly calls him Steve. He's like, it's Steed. It's not Steve.
Right.
Oh man, it's really good, really good. So, highly recommend Hero for me, and that's it. That's all I watched.
You got anything for the top?
A little bit of tape talk, just a little bit.
Why don't you get into it? Because I know what Sean's got. So.
All right, so I already have this movie, but it's the CBS Fox cover, so I picked that one up. Mark for Death, another Steven Seagal, but I like the CBS Fox logo. The one I have has that like collection, Warner
The
collection.
repeat,
Yeah, the bullshit. This is
the original ones.
This is an original box, so grab that up.
Steve's now going original boxes.
Another thing that I already have, but like the cover I had was missing something. This one has the lenticular little card that is always missing when you find these tapes out there. It's always missing, and
I've seen it with the lenticular sealed, and I thought you already had it. Sealed.
I don't need it sealed. This cost me $0.25.
Oh no, you always need it sealed. Sealed gold takes that value up.
Get that shit graded.
Yeah,
I have part
crazy.
1, so Crocodile Dundee 2.
Crocodile Dundee 2. Now you have to get part 3.
I know.
Is there a part 3?
It's like it's like Crocodile, isn't it? Like in like Los Angeles or some shit like that.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think so.
1 and 2 were great to me. Maybe 3 was not. It was like fucking.
It was not good.
It was like watching Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah, and it came out way later. It came out.
I want to relive Beverly Hills Cop 3. Oh, just terrible.
So Crocodile Dundee
Nothing good
2.
from Beverly Hills Cop 3.
And then again, another one.
Fully the mascot.
Ugh.
Another one that I already have, but I've never seen it in this case. I don't even know what kind of case this is. I got the Abyss, but it's in this weird.
Yeah, I see a lot of those cases. I see a lot of those cases on eBay, and it just kind of, I don't know, it's just not the same.
It's got like original theatrical format, it's the widescreen.
Like Garbage Pail Kids. You know how much that VHS tape I call it now? Garbage Pail Kids. That movie is rare.
I bet that shit good. I bet that shit went up in price too.
Yeah.
That is expensive, and fucking if you start calling Monster Squad on fucking VHS,
oh man, that thing's going for crazy.
I still want to get it, man, but I do not want to pay $50 for that fucking VHS. But
I'm telling you, all the original horrors, Friday the 13th,
yep.
Fucking Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween's, dude, those things are going for dumbass money right now. It's like you just can't. I can't like. Oh yeah, you can have the whole fucking first 6 Freddy's for like $250. I'm like,
I seen the other day for $100.
Wait it out. Wait it out. Play the long game with it.
I don't listen to a little long game. Just go. If you get it, get it.
No. Steve, I'm taking care of you. Wait for the long game. Look, all the Nintendo games now, all of them drop in price. All the NES cartridges.
But the thing is, I think for VHS, man, it's like the condition, and you want to get the cover. You just don't want the cartridge. You want the cover.
I know. I get it.
Great condition.
You're looking for an unboxed in good condition.
It's tough, man. That's a tough find.
Steve's not going to invest $100 in a horror movie.
No,
VHS tape. So wait
not
for
a
long
single
game.
tape. No.
Yeah.
No, it was the whole series. It was the whole series.
Would you invest $100 in 6 VHS tapes?
Me?
Steve.
If it's the whole
I'm
series.
not talking to you, Sean. Sean, you would invest $100 on this piece of paper right here. If you wanted it bad enough, you'd be like, you know what? I will give you $100.
You are right, sir. I will.
I mean, if it's hard to say, like, $100 isn't that much. But I mean, it depends on how bad you want it. Really good condition, like.
It depends on how bad you want it. If you want it bad, then you're gonna spend a little bit of money. Oh, you've done that shit. Shut up. You spent money on shit that you wanted bad.
I spent more money on the material to build the shelves than I have on all of those tapes.
Yeah, but the material to build the shelves makes it look nice.
Wood's expensive right now.
But the tapes, the thing is with the tapes is you're never. It's not like you're sitting there and watching them on VHS and just having a VHS.
It's not that though. It's the art that really. Again, I had this conversation with somebody today. It's the art that sells the VHS.
Yeah,
I don't care about the movie. I've watched the movie billions of times. It's the artwork on the VHS.
Every now and then I will throw a tape in the VCR just so it's on, but the volume's never on, but it's just on, Yeah. My son comes out here and looks at the fucking tapes. It's like he's at a video store. He comes and looks at all of them, pulls ones down to look at the cover.
I get that too, but I still have for a VHS tape. There's no way I would spend. I think $10 would be my limit.
But you don't collect VHS tapes, though, so I understand where you're coming from.
But if I saw games
back there, you spent money on a couple of those Nintendo games back there.
I have. But the thing is, but there's a difference. Those Nintendo games have gone. The ones I've spent some money on have already gone up in value.
Right.
Like my collection
It's go up in value
VHS
too.
tapes. I believe that's a fake inflation at this point. I don't
But
believe.
you can't say it's a fake inflation when it's on eBay for that amount of money.
But
That's
and
what
it's
they're selling it for.
and it's
can.
also like you said, oh, I would spend like $10 a top, but like, I mean, $100, 6 tapes, great condition, it's like $15-$16 a tape, like.
Yeah, but some of those movies are fucking.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
spend on Freddy's. Was it Freddy's Dead?
Freddy's
I think?
Dead and
know.
shit. And they
That's the problem. You're only
Dream Child.
yeah,
And
you're only really paying for fucking 1, 2, and 3 at this point. Like that's what you're probably
Steve
No,
doesn't like
I
two
one,
either. It's
1,
and
3, and 4.
Okay, so 4, yeah. So you're only paying for those. Again, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever, however far it goes. So
Yeah, part 2 is weird.
you know part 1 is expensive.
I love part 2.
I love part 2 too. Part one is expensive because that's the original one. So I looked at it this week. I was like, damn, yo, I don't really need because I don't like horror like that. Like I'm not gonna fucking collect those because I don't want to watch because it bothers me just having
The art. I would rather just go buy the.
I feel like those little kids are gonna come through like 1, 2. I'm like, no, I can't look at that. It bothers me. But Steve, for you, what would you spend on a VHS tape?
Like the max I would spend on any tape. I mean, like probably like $20 if it was like something I really wanted.
So what is your VHS grail?
Oof.
Is that me or Steve?
Either of you. So right now, Justin wants to ask if you. Has anybody found Land Before Time?
I think Steve has Land Before Time.
I have Land Before Time.
Mm-hmm.
Steve had Land Before Time.
Well, I have grails.
Ryan, people watch VHS tapes.
No, Ryan, it's not. We don't watch them. We collect them because
It's
of
nostalgic.
the artwork, and it's
Yeah.
nostalgic. You know,
Like I have a lot of
Okay,
grails
well, Al,
already.
that's 15 Godzilla VHSs. So for $80, I mean, you're spending less than was that like $5 a tape, right? Like right around $5 a tape. So that's okay. I mean, if you're getting
I got
15,
a really good condition Secret of Nim. That's like a really good one.
I got that too. I mean, a little. You know, I have Captain N the Game Master sealed,
That's pretty nice.
and I have the Last Starfighter sealed.
I got Tombstone sealed. I got Days of Thunder sealed.
Yeah,
I got Top Gun sealed.
I mean, Captain and the Game Master to me would be a great one. I think I would like also like if I was gonna have a handful in my collection, it would be like a He-Man on VHS, the Turtles, you know, and I know you've already got some of those, Sean.
yeah.
I would like to find like Pro Stars
For you, yeah, Pro Stars for you.
I love Pro
You know,
Stars.
mine's is sealed. So
I know. I remember it was the 70s Spider-Man TV series. I had those tapes, you know, in the 90s and stuff, and I thought my mom still had them somewhere. She must have dumped them. I was really pissed when I saw it. But those like, you know, Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man movies, or TV show.
It's and Ryan, to answer Ryan's question, it's the artwork of the VHS.
It's the box art, and I get it. I had the same thing with some of my NES.
Yeah,
games, you know, it's like I want the box art.
It just brings that nostalgia back to when you were kids. And again, everybody doesn't have that same nostalgia that you know that baby me and Steve have for VHS tapes. But Steve brought me into it, and I just fucking just ran with that shit. And for me, I think it's great. I love it.
It's that shit that you had when you were growing up that you get to have again. And you know, now you don't have to wear the tapes out. You've seen it 100 times. It's not like you're gonna be putting it on. Yeah. But like fuck, the other day I put on a Goofy movie. The movie's still awesome. You know,
I remember that movie. I actually like that movie. It doesn't because if you look at a DVD, it's small. You're looking at
you're looking at the side art too.
You're looking at the side art of
and there's so many movies that I have that the pictures on the side art are different. You'll have like one actor on one side, the other actor on the other side, kind of thing, and like you fucking flip it around.
I'm Ryan. I mean, I'm explaining this to you, but not like you don't fucking know. Jesus Christ. But if you look at this and you look at it, like look at that Akira on the side. Like that looks fucking great. Look at the Silverhawks on the side. Like that looks fucking great. Like those, like it just looks nice. It artistically
from me and Steve's standpoint, it just looks fun. Like it's enjoyable. And when you look at these fucking, you look at them, it's just like, look at that glow and the shine of a fucking VHS that's fucking almost 30 to.
Here's
40
my
years
DVD
old.
of Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
You
again,
can see what
like,
it is.
yeah,
But
but
my
that's
Ghostbusters, I have the Ghostbusters 1 and 2 in a box. It's a
Right.
fucking thick ass black box with the red Ghostbusters logo on
yeah,
it.
it looks
Fucking
great.
awesome.
Yeah. just
But it
looks
didn't
great.
come with a movie scrapbook. I don't even know why it is up here.
Like mine's has like this is the newer version of it, but like my Ghostbusters just has it, if you can see it, but it just has that Slimer on it. And it says Ghostbusters on it. But like I like the original box. I like this box though. Like the box is cool to me. Now, do I want the original one that Steve has? Yes, I do want that one. You know? So again, it's for whoever I mean, I don't know. I can't explain it, but like this is what I like. I think it's great. I love it. I love it. Steve, turn your mic on.
I said it's one box on the inside, but like
That looks great though.
it looks like it has both the fucking Columbia Pictures.
That looks great though. It looks
It's fucking awesome.
it is an artist thing. I think it is an artist thing.
So
It is. Yeah, it's an
Well,
artist.
plus it's also a vintage media thing. I mean, 'cause, like there's people out there that collect like like I said, like I collect video games, right? I like the game art. I like the Nintendo cartridge sticker. I look at the stickers to make sure that the stickers are in good shape. I don't want one that's all fucking scratched up. I'm not gonna pay for it. It's the nostalgia we had for all that stuff. Like I can download the ROMs and play these games. I have emulators and shit to play them on. I just want the cartridges.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I thank Steve for bringing me into this because I always think about it. Now that I look at it, I'm like, damn, I really love what I'm doing. Like I like the setup. And Steve, I love your setup back there. It looks amazing.
It's just one of those things. Like the whole reason I started collecting VHS.
That is true, man. Fucking Blockbuster, man. Fuck those guys. They used to have
$5 for a bag.
They used to exactly. It was always the same. It was always the microwavable popcorn. You bought a whole box for $10, for like $3 at Jewel or some shit, or Walmart or some grocery store. They would sell you an individual bag for $5 with your video rental.
But
like,
you have to go pop yourself.
I know.
You know why? It was because
now you didn't have to go to the store afterwards.
You didn't have to do all that,
thing.
yep.
You're like, oh, we don't have any popcorn at home. Oh shit, they got some right here. We don't got to swing by the fucking.
Man, Ryan.
But most of the time they were most of the time they were right next to the fucking grocery stores anyhow.
You see what Ryan said about.
You would understand me collecting and watching VHS tapes because they're the same quality as NES games. 8-bit Nintendo is amazing.
Well, the whole reason I started collecting VHS tapes because when the pandemic hit, there was nothing open but fucking thrift stores, and Walmart, I guess. But like all the comic book stores, all the toy stores, all that shit closed. Couldn't go to GameStop, couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
But I could swing by I bought my first VHS tape when I bought the VCR. The VCR was $6, came with a remote and everything. I was like, well, shit.
I know. I keep finding VCRs. It's like that. I keep seeing them in Google.
I saw it on a combo. I'm still looking for a combo one.
I sent you the picture of the combo one for $8.
Yeah, but look, you're not gonna.
But that's a DVD combo.
But if you come, what kind of combo do you want?
I'm talking about the TV with
combo.
the VCR.
The TV and the VCR just
okay, I'm sorry.
I'm killing two birds with one stone. Like that's what I'm trying to do here.
You got to get one of those themed one, like a Ninja Turtles one or some shit.
They don't have those. They never made. They made.
Yeah, they did. They made the 2000s Turtles with the combo.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the ones with the white eyes the whole time.
I'm pretty sure that thing is.
Oh, it's like $200 for sure.
Yeah. You can't even find the only way you can find is like a fucking.
Ryan, he said during the pandemic they still have these things called online stores, Steve.
That's not the point though.
Night, Carlos. Oh man. That's too funny. All right, Sean. Steve, is that it? Is that the only tapes you got? You got more?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So Sean,
I'll open up
I know you got two big things here.
I don't know if they're big things, but they were. So this week I went to Target and I was like, man, I don't know. I've been talking. Me and Zoe have been talking. I'm like, man, I really want a Lego set. I don't know why, but it was just one Lego set I wanted, and I seen it, and I seen it before in Target. I was like, man, let me walk over here and see if they have it, and they had it. I thought it was like 100 some bucks, but it wasn't. It was only actually came out to like 70, 80 bucks, which is great.
Oh, really? I thought it was like 150 too.
Yeah. It was really cheap. So I got the Seinfeld Lego set, and y'all know that I'm a huge Seinfeld fan.
Yes,
Like,
you're wearing the T-shirt right
I
now.
used to take vacation time and just watch Seinfeld for like the whole fucking week vacation. This a little, and Steve, I'm gonna say is phenomenally one of the best. If you're a Seinfeld fan, this is one of the best fucking things I've ever seen in my life. Like, it is not in my life, but it is very fun to sit and look at this set from back to front, to see every little nuance and little Easter egg of the Seinfeld set in there. There's a pole, his little Superman little statues at the top there, Steve. Like, it's not a Superman statue, but it's just a little statue.
Where's the bike? Where's the bike?
The bike is back here in the back. If I turn it this way, you'll see the bike.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it.
Yeah. Newman, you see Newman back there in the
Newman
back.
in the crowd.
I'm gonna blow up your picture, Sean, so you
Thanks,
can
man.
just so the layouts show this up.
Yeah. So, every little piece, if I can see my finger pointing at everything. There's a muffin top over here.
Good night, Ryan.
Later, Ryan. The muffin top over here. The microwave is over there. Each character comes with their own like little icon of thing. Kramer has pretzels in these pretzels are making me thirsty episode. Yeah, there's a coffee table book right here on the side over here on this little stand over here. In the back over here is a computer and it says Mandalay Industries. There's an air conditioner back there for that episode. It was such a fun build, and I love Seinfeld. So for any Seinfeld fan, this is a perfect way just to have a piece of Seinfeld, in your house. And I love it. Like, I'm not the biggest Lego fan guy, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing is phenomenal. I love building it. I had so much fun building it and having little pieces in there and just, what I mean? Like, it was great. Like, I really did enjoy it. So if you're a Seinfeld fan, definitely, highly recommended. But the build was just great. It was just really just putting every piece together. It didn't take me that long to build either. It's like, so I was just going, working, and just kind of putting piece by piece in, and it was fun. Like, I really enjoyed it, man. Definitely, if you're a Seinfeld fan, man, definitely. So
very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah, they've been coming out with a lot of TV series. Like they have a Simpsons line,
Friends one, I think.
Friends line, yeah. So
yeah, for me though, again, that was just a great build, and I enjoyed it. And it also came with Jerry's little came with a microphone and his little
stand up
thing.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So yeah.
So
what's the deal?
Yeah,
with the Ovaltine.
That was Kenny Banya.
I know.
Get it right, a little.
I know it was Banya.
Also, yeah, I'm not really on the Star Wars thing, man. Like, I really want that AT-AT, but I do not want to pay $800 for an AT-AT to build it.
Yeah. The Star Wars, all the Star Wars stuff is too expensive. Even the helmet.
The Falcon's expensive. But it looked like it would be a really fun build, but I just don't want to do it. Like, it's so much. It would just be because it's so big. It's like really like how I'm stretching out my arms is like that big. Mm-hmm. Like, it really is huge.
Just the 80s were epic, but everyone sleeps on the 90s. I don't know. I think the 90s are now making its comeback. I mean, because a lot of the Disney cartoons are out there and becoming popular again, especially with the reboots and all that stuff. I mean, Nickelodeon's now the kids that grew up with that. I mean, Steve's always loved his Power Rangers, so that's 90s.
So last but not least, this week I got my holy grail of comic books. Probably since I've been, younger. I've always wanted this comic book, and Lil has it. A little, but your grade is a little bit higher though, right?
No, it's. I don't think it's mine's ungraded.
Oh, it's ungraded. I thought you had one that's rated.
No.
But
I don't think it would come. I don't think it would come in as high as yours. So, well, I don't know,
but for me to get this Amazing Spider-Man 129 in a 5.5 grade, to me is probably one of the most phenomenal things I've gotten.
So you got to give there
in my collection, and like really, it's just for me. It's
first appearance of the Punisher.
First appearance of the Punisher.
The reason why the movie Coyote Ugly was made.
Yeah, which is crazy, man. But yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 129, man, is just, it's my holy grail of comic books. One of my holy grails, and I'm glad to have it at a 5.5 grade. I think it's great, and you know, I didn't pay an astronomical price for it.
Yeah, I'm jealous because I would have bought it as well. If I saw it at that price, when you're talking, and I was like, it would have been a no-brainer. Like, whoop, you know, it's fantastic.
It's just, and I'm very happy. Again, although it is cream to off-white pages, it's not white pages.
It's okay. You're not opening the book. It's encapsulated. Who the hell cares at this point?
Yeah, I don't care. Like,
and this is also for your private collection. You know what I mean? This is DC. So
yeah, this is something.
Number one, even though you're not getting rid of it, it's an investment book. So after you are gone, Elijah and Zoe can fight over this one and flip it because it's going to go up tenfold to what you paid for it.
Yeah.
It's a book that'll never go down in price, even if they make more bad Punisher movies as they have, or they give John Bernthal his Punisher movie. I mean, these are one of the books that to me stands the test of time. Like, it's not going to go down in value. It's not going to be like these spikes that we've seen in the comic book collecting for all these other books that just go like through the roof and then shoot back down. Like, this book is protected forever. It's a Bronze Age key book that will never go down.
Man, I got misty-eyed a little when I picked this thing up because I
know you did.
I've never really just grabbed it and had it in my hand for so long.
For the last 8 years since I've known you, this was the one book you've talked about. Even before we were back in a comic collecting, before we were doing, like, you always talked about this comic book as like, hey, if I had one comic book. Even though you're not a Spider-Man fan, I mean, you are a Spider-Man fan, but you're not, like, Spider-Man's not your main character. Even the Punisher's not your main character. But, like, for some odd reason, this book has always attracted you.
Yeah, it's the yellowness. It's the Punisher on the front. It's Spider-Man falling. I think I've drawn this as a younger kid. I'm pretty sure I got sketches somewhere that I've drawn this whole thing. And again, it is, man. This is my comic book, like, which is so weird because I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan like Lil is, but like for me, this is just that book that I'm just like, I'm so happy to have it, man. Like,
I mean, for me, it's 50. That's the one I want. I mean, yes, I want one in Amazing Fantasy, but for me, like,
if we could both get that, yeah.
But for me, is number 50. It's the Spider-Man No More that I've never been able to get, that I've been too afraid to pull the trigger on. And now I see that thing in a grade. I saw a 1.8 selling for $1,000, and I'm just like, I can't do that at that grade. But it's that book that I think I'll find it one day. I'll walk into it at some point, and it'll be that right price, or that I'll be in that right state of mind to get it.
Yeah.
But that's the book for me, because like that to me is that iconic cover. It's the all red cover. It's Spider-Man, Peter Parker walking with his head down, and you see the Spider-Man in kind of like not in the shadow, but like kind of faded out, looking away, and it's Spider-Man No More. And it's one of the reasons why, like, I love not Amazing Spider-Man, but Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire was having that iconic scene where you see the costume in the trash can and Peter walking away from it. You know, it's like it's so iconic. But I'm with you, like that in that Punisher book, man, with the yellow. I mean, you got one. It's a bright yellow. I've seen so many that are so just destroyed.
It bothers me that it's a 5.5, but maybe it's because of the pages.
I think it's just the pages, the
The
spine.
cover looks so great. It's just like, fuck, I couldn't get one better than this. Like, there's no like paint, there's no ink, there's no tears on the front.
But if you were looking at a 9.8, you'd be looking at a $30,000 book. So.
Oh, it's fucking perfect. Yeah, I know that. But again, I'm happy, man. Like
you're good.
I'm there. Like I'm very happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. And I, I always talk to you about this shit, and I'm like, man, I couldn't pass it. There's just no fucking.
No, I remember you calling me like, you're like this and this price. I'm like, get this right now. Like, is this guaranteed? Are you having this? Is he, is he keeping this? Don't let him tell you. No, I didn't even tell you to negotiate it. I just said go get it because I was like, this is too hard to pass up. Just go do it.
I seen this shit, the same 5.5 fucking one at a Comic-Con just recently, $1,700.
I was gonna say it's about $1,800 book right now.
Yeah. Man, I sat there and looked at him in his face. I was like, man, thank you, man. I was like, yo, yeah.
Sean's crying.
I got misty-eyed, man, because again, this is.
I can't take selfies, but Sean can cry while buying comic books.
Hey, man, listen, I mean, I could have took a selfie with it too. I'm like,
you should have. That's what I would have done. You know me. I would have said it like this.
But you already knew, so there's no.
No, I know, but I still would have done it anyway. I'd be like,
yeah.
Kissing it.
He had whatchamacallit there too. The first appearance of Miles Morales.
I got that right.
He wanted 7 for it.
Raw. You should have bought it.
Really?
Raw right now, it's going between. If it's in good shape, it's going for under $1,000. It keeps going up. Now that even though the movie got pushed out again, because now that's not coming out until 2023.
Yeah.
Miles again. That's one of the modern keys that is going to be movie proof. He's so big now as a character. Even if they make a bad movie, it's not dropping in price. It's not like Taskmaster, that book falling apart, or it's harder, especially on villain books. But hero books, Miles is going to be. If you find Edge of the Spiderverse #2 with Gwen, buy it. I don't care how it looks, just buy it. Because once they make her movie, even if it's a bad movie, it doesn't matter. She's gonna be shielded from all that. She's become an iconic character because of the Spider-Verse movie.
I think now my chase down of comic books a little. It's I mean, for me right now, probably would be Giant Size X-Men.
Sean,
so hard.
You're looking at $6 to $8 grand for a raw copy.
Oof.
It's so bad. I was just like, man, I had one in front of me for $5.
Yeah, $5 grand. I mean,
yeah. No.
It's a used car, man. Well, not these days, but
I can't. That's
a few years ago. It would have been a used car.
It's not.
9.6 graded Giant Size X-Men, $22,000.
Yeah,
it's.
I told you I saw it at that little convention. I was just
9.8 graded, $56,400.
That
9.8. If you had that, I mean, I don't have $56,000.
I mean, Steve.
Best, but
Steve, to have this.
That's crazy.
Graded 251. This Batman graded.
Well, we didn't talk about that, but yes,
and have Neil Adams just passed away, and this is just a con exclusive one.
Yeah,
but to have that, I mean, if I could chase that one down, Steve, I would get that one.
That would be the Batman book I want. That's the cover I've always loved. I have an art print from Neil, that picture, and he sketched the Joker on it. It's the only Batman thing hanging in my house.
I got the Muhammad Ali signed by him.
I was gonna say, I mean, I was so sad to hear. I didn't post anything, but Neil was the first interview I ever did.
I
the
met
show.
Neil. I met Neil at his.
You went, yeah, you went to his his art studio gallery thing that he
Yeah.
has in New York.
Yeah. Nice man, very very nice man.
Great man. I mean, like I said, like he was the first interview I did. I still remember that because I remember I was so nervous talking to him, and he's just talking to me, just like, just calm down, man. He's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. It's like you're just talking. You were just talking. I gotta replay that. I might replay that at the end of the show.
Sure, you should.
At the end of the, if you're listening to the audio podcast, if I can find the clip, I'll put that on there. But you know, Neil, I don't think ever got his dessert, his
No,
what he deserves. I always felt that Neil should have been treated almost. He didn't create the characters like Stan and Jack did, but Neil revitalized a lot of these characters for DC. Revitalized Batman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow. I mean, the iconic runs those characters had and the designs, how he changed them to look in the 60s and 70s is what we know today. When you look at that cover that you just showed, I mean, to me, that is that is a Batman book that I would pay a few $100s for if I could find.
Yeah,
I love that cover so much. That's why I picked that printout for him to sign for me.
That was the change of the Joker when he became more of a homicidal fucking maniac. Like,
and I told I remember when after I interviewed him, he said pick out a print. You know, he's like, for free, pick it out for free. And I'm like, no, I couldn't do that. He was like, no, pick it out. He's like, what do you like? And I'm like, I've always been a fan of the Joker. So, and he pulled that one out, and I'm like, oh, I love that cover. I'm like, I remember seeing that cover like on prints and stuff. I remember seeing I got a coffee mug at Hallmark in the late 80s, early 90s. And he then sketched the Joker on there for me. And I'm like, and he did it for free. And this was, you know, it's C2E2, the, you know, first con that I did for the show that, you know, and man, he's sad, you know, 80 years, but you know, I really wish that DC would have got their shit together and would have celebrated this man and a lot of their other artists that they have that have really shaped the foundation of them, kind of like how the MCU had embraced a lot of their guys. I mean, yeah, they're not cutting checks to these guys, but they're making cameos. I know, but they're making cameos in their movies and stuff. You know, Stan's been in a lot of the movies. They've done that, but you know, I think Neil deserved better from DC.
I agree.
So that's it. So
that book is jumping too.
Yeah, for sure. If you could time travel, what key would you go back and get? You know, well, for me, it's Amazing Fantasy 15. I'd pick up a whole fucking stack of those motherfuckers right there. Get in my DeLorean, go right to 1962. Whole stack, fly right back, and that's it. Get them fuckers graded 9/8. Walk away with $1 million a pop. Fuck that Action Comics. I'm going Amazing Fantasy 15. That's where I'm at. It's sad. It was sad about Neil. I was a little misty when I saw that. Anything else? Any? Yeah, there was no trailers or. I mean, I know there was trailers played.
There was a new Jurassic Park trailer actually.
Yeah, there's.
Was there a new Jurassic Park trailer? I didn't see this. I get to see it for the first time with you guys here right now.
I gotta pull it up and find it. But
well, I mean, we do have some news from CinemaCon.
Well, Fast X. Justin
there was a new Chip and Dale trailer too.
Okay.
Yes, there was, and it was awesome. Justin Lin. So Fast and Furious 10 does not have a director anymore.
A lot of directors dropping out. They're getting burnt out. Or they don't want to deal with Vin Diesel anymore. I have no idea. But, I mean, if I was Justin Lin, I'd be like, yeah, I'm out of this fucking shit. You'd be sending to space, I'm out. I mean, I don't know. And I think he did the best movie in that franchise in Tokyo Drift. I still like Tokyo Drift a lot.
Huh.
They had a whole car. What else came out of CinemaCon?
We're officially getting a Batman 2.
Yeah. mean, we kind of figured, right?
Of
I
course.
mean,
Yeah. The movie made money, so they're gonna keep crapping them out. We got that awesome Doctor Strange thing that we talked about earlier. Captain Carter and the yellow car.
yeah, Hot Toys is releasing the Spider-Mans, which I'm excited to get. They actually even introduced the Jamie Foxx Electro one. That looks actually really good.
What's the first? Sorry.
I was gonna say, wow, what's going on there? What else do we got here? Well, we talked about John Watts leaving. Sony is fucking up my world by introducing crazy characters that
Who is this character, and who the hell is Bad Bunny?
I don't know who Bad Bunny is either.
Bad Bunny is
Come on.
a Latino, huge in the Latino world musician. I don't know him personally. I know his music. My daughter listens to it, so yeah.
She does?
Yeah.
I have this book. I have Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #6. That was his first appearance.
Really?
I might go get that shit graded. I
would hold on to that one.
I mean, he's a wrestler, and he has powers, and it's like the mask that he wears is passed down by generation. That's kind of all I remember. Like, I don't remember the character. I mean, I don't believe he was a reoccurring character. He was in a couple issues. I mean, he wasn't like a bad guy either. He fought Spider-Man, but then they teamed up, from what I remember. Like, I haven't read the book. I know I have it because I remember the cover, and like I always thought it was like they were trying to make a Bane, a version of Bane for themselves because they had that luchador mask. But yeah, it's just another fucking Sony movie. I don't know why they're. Yes, Al. Again, another movie that is not needed. Just like Kraven is not needed. We keep seeing stills of the Kraven movie. I'm like, I still don't understand what is happening. They need to start making Spider-Man villain movies. I agree, but
they announced Venom 3 too, so we're getting another. I still haven't even seen Venom 2.
No.
I mean, I liked Woody, but it was not good. It kind of explains why Bad Bunny wrestled in the WWE. That's what I heard. I heard he wrestled in the WWE, so I was like, okay. So I don't know. I don't know what Sony's doing. They're just milking it. I mean, they made profit of almost $700,000 from Spider-Man. That's the profit that they made from that movie. So
from which one?
From No Way Home. They made $700,000 in profit.
Jesus.
So they're not selling. I mean, Sony Pictures is only worth like $1 billion a studio. That movie made almost the entire studio's worth back in one movie. So of course now they're like, oh, just keep making these fucking movies. Morbius didn't make a lot of money, but it only cost them like 70 million to make. I mean, that's 700,000. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was getting confused. I was like, wait a second, 700,000.
It made him 700. It made him $700 million.
Okay.
I don't know why I said 700,000. Yes, my bad. I totally like blanked out. I missed the decimal point. $700 million in profit. So it made more
dangerous
profit.
in your line of work a little, missing decimal points. Woo.
Oh, I don't write checks anymore. I just sit back. But yes,
Sean, Ghostbusters Afterlife is getting a sequel.
Just watch it today.
Oh, Steve's got to suffer like the rest of us. I got to watch fucking what was I just talking about that I haven't seen?
Venom 2.
Oh, that's right.
Venom 2.
Venom. You gotta listen to the Venom soundtrack from Venom 1.
No.
Because you love that song.
That song's fucking stupid. Venom.
I love what you did that. It's like, I can't do Eminem's little high pitched voice, and you do it like so perfectly. Oh man!
Come in, get him, Venom. Ugh, fucking garbage.
All right, let me add to the stream the trailer. Sean, is that
I got a trailer I want to watch too. That it's a horror trailer. So
what are you sharing here? What is this? The Rescue Rangers?
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes.
All right. Here's the new Rescue
What's the first thing that pops in your head when I say Chip and Dale? I bet it's these guys! But certainly the second would be those rascally cartoon chipmunks, Chip and Dale. What if I did something like... Good, I love it. Just want to remind you guys I'll be at FanCon this afternoon. Hey, what's up? I'm keeping myself fit and, my updated modern look.
Don't you think you'd have more fans here if Chip did these events with you?
I hadn't thought about him in a while. I should give him a call. See how life's treating him.
Life is the worst, which is why you need good insurance. A message on my landline. I don't like that.
I know you're still mad about Rescue Rangers getting canceled, but I just got a call from the police, and I need your help.
I searched the perimeter. No clues.
Why would there be? 6 missing tunes in a month and not one clue.
Oh, no!
Chip, Dale, you look different.
It's no secret I had the CGI surgery. What's been up with you?
You know, this, that, other vague things to fill the space of this conversation.
Cool.
We can see what we can find out and then pass it along to the officer, but that's all we're gonna do.
So you're saying the Rescue Rangers are back? Yes!
You two come poking around where you don't belong, and I can't have that.
Run! I got him!
What are you looking at? Honestly, your weird dead eyes.
Over here!
Go get him!
This is awesome!
I was always more of an Alvin and the Chipmunks person.
You monster.
It was like professional! Same time! Jeez! You owe me a non-brand specific cola! What? That was crazy! Somebody call Guinness Book! This is incredible! Oh, we lost it.
I am so on board for this.
I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
James does not like the voices, not his Chip and Dale. Same with Al.
I think they changed in their voices though.
Kennedy, hard pass.
Steve,
Love the rap.
you are the only person that likes it. I'm cool with this.
I'm ready. I like fucking old shitty Peter Pan.
Oh, look,
I was about to say, I thought that was pretty funny. And then
Yeah,
Flounder
I'm
getting.
I'm down with this, man.
murdered.
I'm cool with this. I don't know.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's
CGI.
Again, this is free on Disney Plus. I don't have to go see it in theaters. This is a series, right? It's a
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
okay.
I'm cool. One and done. I'm cool with that.
I was gonna say I'm okay with that. I can live with that.
I want you to look up the Black Phone trailer before we do the Jurassic World one.
Oh, look at
The
that.
Black Phone is that the Ethan Hawke movie? What's it?
They just released a new trailer for it.
Did you see the time travel?
It's the one that's done by Scott Derrickson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, hold up. Before you jump into that, I want to show you this real quick.
Time travel.
This looks very interesting.
What is this song?
It's not a superpower.
The time travel of
It's,
his wife.
Disability. It's what's wrong with me.
HBO.
It was a series on HBO.
This was a movie.
Can I help you?
It was.
Henry,
Sorry, I don't know.
Claire,
So we've met then.
yes.
Yo, dude, just keep time traveling.
We just happened to each other in the wrong order.
Any hobbies?
I'm your future wife.
Your day.
The 3 things I got good at to survive. Running, fighting, and stealing.
The danger isn't the worst.
Christmas is the worst.
There are days he keeps going back to.
I can't control it. And I hate to be where she's not. I'm always going where she can't follow.
This is me changing the future.
I have tried to change it. Trust me. You can't. Hi, everyone. Who the hell are you? What does he look like?
I love Henry more than I could ever love anyone else.
So where is he? I don't have very long. Nobody has very long. Is it him, Paul?
No.
Yeah, I'm not into this.
I think it's cool.
Why is love
I'm gonna watch it.
intensified by absence?
It's about love. Steve doesn't want to watch this.
Oh,
Time
she's not gonna watch
travelers
any of
way.
that shit. But I'm
That
gonna
looks
watch
all
it.
right.
Yeah. I think
Al
it's like
agrees. Looks dumb. I'm not for it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on this.
Although you don't watch anything anyway, so I wouldn't
I
expect
watch.
you to watch it anyway.
I watch stuff.
Steve, what's it called?
The Black Phone.
It was directed by Scott Derrickson, starring Ethan Hawke. Got them creepy ass movie posters everywhere.
The one that was
These double
just
masks.
released 4 days ago. There it is. Or is it the 2 days ago one? Final trailer.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
Yeah.
Tell me your name.
Taylor.
I was really starting to like you. Finny. I almost let you go.
Who are you?
You know all our names?
It doesn't work. Bring it up. I made you some breakfast.
Where'd you put that?
Salt and pepper.
Have you seen this boy?
My brother, he was taken.
Probably have a black balloons.
I had a dream about it. Please let the dreams be real. You're getting out of here.
How?
There's a combination lock.
What's the combination?
Garrett,
Man, this shit is tough.
you're gonna use a weapon.
You
Nice.
special fitting.
Please hurry.
The creepiest damn thing.
Ethan Hawke's like I'm playing crazy.
Yo. That shit looks tough. Yo. I like that, Steve. Is it movies or is it?
That's a movie. It's a movie. It's in theaters.
That's Doctor Strange, the director from the first one.
Scott Derrickson.
Didn't do part 2 and went and did this instead.
Oh wow.
He did that. Yeah, because and then Ethan Hawke did Sinister with him.
Mhm.
That looks good though.
Yeah, I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah.
Oof.
What
Yeah,
is
well,
that?
you
What is
haven't
wrestling?
seen this one.
Dress for him.
No, you had a baby. That's impossible.
Hey, girl.
You look just like your mother.
Poacher?
I promise you, I am gonna get her back. Genetic power has now been unleashed. We made a terrible mistake. The doomsday clock might be about out of time.
Got that fool right off the scooter.
What matters is what we do now.
I can use your expertise.
You coming or what?
A baby raptor? I made a promise we would bring her home. You made a promise to a dinosaur. Yeah. What?
Everybody hold on to somebody. That can't be right.
Crazy hybrid raptor.
What is that?
That's gonna kill us all.
Carnivore the world has ever seen.
Run!
See? Not so bad.
Pretty good.
It looks really good, man.
I know, dude. I'm in. I'm so in.
Just in time to have Velocicoaster ride at Universal is awesome. They got Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard in the ride.
I don't know if he's still doing this fucking thing, you know. He's still putting this, like, they had those big 2 fucking huge dinosaurs come out. He put both his hands up. I'm like, they're just gonna and like I said,
he's the dinosaur trainer.
That one dude on the scooter though.
That was pretty awesome. The guy's on the scooter. That'd definitely be me. I'd be like driving around.
Don't drive between the dinosaurs. Probably is a good.
Well, I'm sure that they just appeared out of nowhere. That they weren't just like hanging out, and he's like just chilling in front of them.
And then Jeff Goldblum just sliding right back into Ian Malcolm's roles. Pitch Perfect.
Looks phenomenal.
I love that line too. You made a promise to a dinosaur. Good times.
Gonna be awesome.
So, all right. Anything else before we call it a night?
Is this broadcasting to Facebook or no?
It's not.
Why?
Because we're having issues with whatchamacallit to Facebook.
Oh.
I mentioned that last week. It's not doing that. So,
oops.
StreamYard to Facebook. Why?
Just my wife was asking. She was like, "You're not doing a show?" I'm like, "Fuck, we been."
Yeah.
So it's
Ryan wants to ask how we're feeling about the draft. Well, I didn't have a first round pick. I watched the whole draft. I watched the entire first round. I love watching all the intrigue. And Sean lost Hollywood, got traded.
Fucking Cardinals
for a sack of potatoes to the Cardinals, and then you guys don't even draft a receiver to replace him. So I don't know what's going on there. Y'all gonna lose your quarterback because he's not gonna re-up unless they throw him $300 million. And I don't think Baltimore's gonna do that. So yep, Al, you're right, man. The Eagles getting AJ Brown to me is the biggest deal that happened on draft night. Although the Giants and the Jets both had great drafts. I mean, the Jets loaded up on talent like crazy. If you're a Jets fan, congrats, because holy shit, getting Sauce, getting all these players is huge. I'm just happy the Bears got a lot of picks, bringing in some talent. I mean, is it game-changing talent? No, but it's building a team.
Biggest news from the 49ers draft is that Debo didn't get traded.
That is true. Yeah. That could be next year. I mean, 4 years, $100 million for AJ. Debo's looking to top that now. So the Niners are going to have to throw in more than that, or they're going to lose him.
He's going to have to have a good year then.
No, just saying. Al almost cried when they got AJ Brown. I mean, damn. I mean, that's AJ Brown is a stud. Stud. I mean, that's the thing, though. That's what we're seeing in the league right now, right? Like, no, unless you have the cap, like the Eagles do, because the Eagles have a quarterback on a rookie deal. You can't pay these receivers like that. I mean, Dolphins have a quarterback on a rookie deal. They can pay for that. I mean, the Raiders just pay. The Raiders don't care. Davis
Fucking Rams just pay too.
Well, they're in LA. They pay. They'll pay the tax threshold. They'll just keep doing that. They got rid of all their picks. I think their first pick was like in the 3rd or 4th round. So don't matter. So
how's basketball going for you fellas? I don't follow, so I don't know.
The Bulls got eliminated.
Sean
called me to laugh at me. And I was like, I thought they were going to get swept. They won one game. I'm happy that we at least played one game, and then Zach and Caruso were both out in the
all your shit talking all year though. Oh,
at least we made the playoffs. I didn't have 3 top 75 players to not make the playoffs. It doesn't
fucking matter. You lost in the first round. Reset over.
I'll take my loss in the first round and looking like
but you was posting a lot of bullshit
like the Lakers did.
You was talking shit all year.
Punk ass fools like the Lakers.
It's gonna at least make the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh my god,
we're all hurt, man.
They ain't making shit.
Whatever.
Oh, is that your excuse now? Because my team was hurt too a little.
Oh, please. Well, you had LeBron all year. I don't want to hear.
No, we did not have him all year.
You had him most of the year. LeBron's supposed to transcend, and he didn't transcend shit.
Yeah,
I do feel bad because Embiid with that orbital fracture, I don't know.
Man, I'm not feeling bad for no Sixers fan because Embiid is always fucking hurt. So just because he made it halfway through the season.
Sixers is done.
Sixers is done. He's fucking. I'm not. Yeah. I wasn't gambling on Embiid being healthy the whole season.
My Hugo brethren in Luka Doncic, I'm going with Mavs all the way. I don't think they're gonna win it, but I'm going with Luka.
Did the Mavs win last night? Oh, they beat. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're playing the Suns now.
Mavs. Yeah. Are they playing the Suns?
Yeah, they're playing the Suns.
Yeah. So then it's Memphis and Golden State. Oh, Golden State's gonna rock Memphis.
No. It's Golden State, Memphis. Yeah. Oh yeah.
AD's nickname is Street Clothes.
You're right. It is Street Clothes. I would be happy to get rid of everybody on that team at this point. Just reset. I want to move into the future. I'm tired of this bullshit.
Should have never traded Brandon Ingram.
It's a young man's game now, man. It's not an old man's game anymore. It's time for y'all niggas to go. Oops, excuse my language. Nope. Excuse my language. It's time for these cats to go.
I'm gonna mark that down for the podcast to edit that.
Well, I mean, I didn't say the whole word, did I? Yeah, I got it out though.
All right, well, with that, let's end the show tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for your support. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steve. And until next week, keep it geeky.
Everybody's laughing at y'all right now.